Hello and welcome to. We're meant to be live, but where am I? Um. Okay. 1 second. Okay, so I needed to click this again. Hello and welcome to Election Eye Streaming with Tee Adeyemo. Yes, we're doing this again, and we have our first guest, Tyson. We're gonna have a conversation. Why am I even doing this? We just want to talk about election.
Hey,
Tyson,
ask me
hi.
any questions you want.
Yeah,
How's it going, T?
someone just sent me an email that anti-elections meant to be released unofficially tomorrow
Yes,
by
they are.
noon, and Friday, an official election report will be Friday, October 24th, first, October 24th. Is that correct?
Yeah, that'd be correct. I don't know if we'll actually see results tonight, so
So why is he doing this then? Didn't
I
you
don't
get
know. I don't know. Maybe there'll be something unofficial. CBC's doing their own thing, right? Global's doing their own thing. We can sit around and just speculate, right? Talk about what's going, like what things you're hearing and what you're feeling, right? That kind of
Yeah,
stuff. Like that's all you
yeah.
can really do right now, right? And polls don't close for another hour, right?
Yeah, that's true. And to be honest, that's what I wanted to do. And I know you supported several candidates tonight. I'm sorry, you supported several candidates this season. How are they feeling?
Quite like there's a lot of obviously uncertainty, right?
Yeah,
Um, Especially with the new hand counting, and because turnout's so low, it's really just hard to tell, if you're going to come out ahead.
right.
But I would say every candidate that I'm directly supporting, they're competitive campaigns, right? So
Yeah. I mean,
they're either
some
first or
candidates,
second.
yeah. Yeah. So we know one of the candidates that you supported is John Morgan,
Yes, yes, yes.
Forward Ipikokani POC.
Hmm.
And we know he ran the last time. Do you think the fact that he ran before is going to help him this time around?
Well, what it does is it gives him a lot of name recognition, right? So when people go to the ballot and they're looking for a familiar face, they're looking for someone who's been in the community for a long time, that name's going to be familiar and they're going to recognize it, right? And a lot of people in the booth, they will make split-second decisions, and that's the name that I've seen more than a few times, and they'll place a checkbox beside it, right? And then also they just know him. He's been in the community for a decade longer, right? It's and
Yeah,
he's been part of many initiatives in the area.
yeah.
So
I
the answer is
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
very simply put, right?
to make it tonight, Tyson. Do you know whether you'll be thinking federal elections or
Hmm?
provincial next? Do you know where his aims are, his sights are setting, or what he intends to do next?
Sorry, John.
Yeah.
Well, the hope is that he wins, council seat tonight, and then that's it, right? That he's an independent, right?
I was speaking to someone who said if they didn't make it tonight, they were going federal. So
Wow, no, it's a municipal election right now, right, T?
I know it's municipal. They said they would try next in the federal election that he
Oh,
would bother with. Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
you'll have to talk to him later, of course, but like the tonight it's about city council, right?
It
And
is, yeah,
he is and whether he becomes the next counselor here, right? There's no
yeah,
federal ambitions, there's no provincial ambitions. It's never been that way. It's always been about the local community here and fixing, uh, dealing with the issues that are right outside our window here. That road, that boulevard, that community league, that playground, right? It's never been about the. It's always been about the issues right here on the street.
yeah. And to be honest, I appreciate this a lot. I appreciate you keeping us focused on what's happening um municipally, not federally, I guess. When I
No,
was
not at all right
this
now,
guy, he
right?
said if he doesn't win, he's off. He's off, he's gonna try next time at the federal state. So my next question is
Mm.
in terms of your involvement, what do you think you could do better or less, or I don't know. How would are you already reflecting on
You talking about the campaign itself,
the
or are
campaign?
you talking about like his history as
No,
like,
I'm not.
I'm kind of being an unofficial spokesman here. I'm not
I'm
trying to be
talking
one,
about
right?
you and your efforts. No, no, honestly, I'm talking about you, Tyson. and your
Me?
efforts. I'm talking about you and your efforts. Are you already reflecting what more could you
Oh, of
have?
course. Yeah, like every campaign season, like it doesn't matter who you support. Every campaign's in a lot of ways it's a car on fire and you're putting on the doors as it's going down, down the street. And every campaign is unique. There's always certain challenges. There's always a struggle. This time around, we had a Canada Post strike, right? So any
Yeah,
campaign that was thinking of doing a mailer suddenly couldn't, right?
yeah,
And that no one was expecting that.
yeah,
Uh, and so a lot of campaigns they had to pivot towards
yeah,
putting flyers on doors themselves or finding alternatives, right? And then of course we had a new landscape with the provincial with sorry not the provincial the municipal parties, right? Never been there before. It's always been independents, right? So as much as there's like reflections of what it could do better, there's also learnings from the new environment and the way that our politics are evolving and how campaigns will be executed in the future. So with that, with the absence of Canada Post, a lot of campaigns had to go social media heavier than they have in the past, right? And
yeah,
campaigns that weren't able to adapt to that or didn't do social media advertising probably did not do or probably are not going to do as well as those who were able to do that.
yeah. So what do you think? Is this going to be on a permanent thing on our landscape now, the independent party thing? And do you think those candidates will do better?
It's really dependent, because there are certain parts of the city that really like the idea of municipal parties, regardless of what you might hear out there.
Yeah,
Like the north side, probably going to have almost a lot of the north side is pretty favorable to political parties. Even if the independent wins, the majority vote will probably go to people that uh, belong to parties. Uh, on the south side, it's different. It's a complete rejection, as far as I'm concerned, of the idea of a political party in municipal politics. Um, and that would be my observation
yeah,
of the current landscape, is that the north side of the city is very different from the south side of the city.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. That's really interesting, actually, because we have Ronald Billingsley here. I want you to wait, Tyson. Don't go
Yeah.
away. Let's. He is on the ballot as he's a mayoral candidate. Is yeah. Hi, Ronald. Okay, you're muted, sir. And I know we have Mr. Joseph Mugodo as well. So, Joseph, just give us some time. Yeah, we'll come to you shortly. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Good morning, Miss Purple.
Oh, hi, Ronald. We never met you. Tyson, we
No,
never met you. No.
no, we
Nice.
never did.
I have not had the pleasure of meeting Billings Jr. yet, quite yet. Although I'm
Have you met Billingsley Senior then, or
fair enough. No.
Oh, my
are you
God.
gonna
How are
miss?
you feeling tonight, Mr. Billingsley? Do you think you're going
Oh,
to.
I'm ambivalent about it. It doesn't matter, to me either way it goes. I don't want Cartmel to win mayor, as I said at the library debate. So as
Yeah.
long as Cartmel doesn't win mayor, I'm happy with the results.
Okay. So who are you placing your bet on
I have
tonight?
reasons for that. I think Knack is going to win. For mayor. I'm not too familiar with the other candidates, but I don't like the whole UCP donation statistics with Cartmel. So we'll see. It's not coming out till Friday. I understand, right?
Yeah, and you were the one who asked for that question. Pray tell me, Tyson, why are we doing this? We just wanted to talk about elections.
I
When
mean, we'll see what's available tonight, but tomorrow should be unofficial, and then Friday is official.
Good.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So sorry, Mr. Billingsley. I know you're a lawyer and all that. You've got some very solid family law experience. Kudos to you. When we did the Candid Forum in um in August, I didn't see you on the City of Edmonton thing. That's why you weren't invited. So I was just wondering, how did you get this email? So did I invite you tonight now? How did I get your email?
I don't recall that. I don't remember exactly when I got on the ballot, to be honest. I can't recall.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Okay, so
remember.
my question is, how did you feel? We never saw you in any of the major debates, though.
Yeah, I attended the one at what was it? The hotel Marriott. And no, I'm just in the audience. And then I tried to go to the one at the Westin, but couldn't get in. So those two I attempted. I would have liked to have, contributed my thoughts. I got to see Premier Smith last week, and I would have liked to have asked a question on the air, but I did not. So I attended what I could. I'm under some personal circumstances that make it difficult to go out, if you will.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean, Tyson here is a political strategist.
Okay.
He knows a lot about elections. So where is he gone? Okay.
He disappeared.
I suppose he'll be back. And I invited him tonight to give us his analysis on who's where. So let me just text him. Maybe Tyson,
Tyson, where'd you go?
where do you go? Tyson, you're my political
I'm
analyst.
sorry. I'm an analyst now.
I was just
I mean, I run campaigns. Like that's very much a thing I do.
Call me in 4 years, Tyson.
No, fair enough, maybe, right? So, yeah, you can put whatever label you want on me. Do I run local campaigns? Yes.
Okay.
okay. So who are you placing your bets on tonight then for mayor?
For mayor,
Yeah.
it's really hard to tell. I don't know, and maybe Ronald, you can weigh in on this. I don't remember a contest where everyone's really unsure.
I thought when I last looked, Knack and Cartmel were head to head, and there was a kind of grayish but slightly negative editorial in the Journal on Cartmel a couple days ago with the whole UCP donation thing I was discussing. So I'm really hoping Knack wins.
Mm,
Now,
But it's still not certain, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's like last time it was like, yeah, so he's gonna win. We got, that's gonna happen. This time it's like, yeah, maybe Andrew will pull through. Maybe Cartmel will, right?
yeah, I feel like in this, I don't want to be negative, but Jaffer and Walters are very smooth talkers, but I don't know if they have
I like Jefffer. He's very smooth.
they're very good politicians,
Yeah,
very
they're
smooth.
good
Yes,
communicators. Yeah.
but I'm hoping for Knack.
Yeah. Why?
I just think with his experience and when I heard him debating, he comes across the most humble and contrite, and genuine. So
Okay.
yeah.
He's a people's person. Actually, he has that aura of
Exactly.
sincerity and
Absolutely.
kindness around him. So so let me ask Mr. Billingsley, how long do we have you for?
Just Ronald. How long was I in the race?
No, tonight on this live stream.
Oh, as long as you like. I mean, I actually have a reply brief due tomorrow for reinstatement as an active lawyer with the Law Society of Alberta. So
I
here's
love
my.
the way you talk.
That's the final draft. Final in quotes. It still needs some work.
Okay, Tyson, how long do we have you for?
You got me on for 15, and then I think John, you wanted John to stop by for 10 or so, right? So, but he is very busy with people. So,
of course, yeah.
ask him some questions, point blank, and get his answers, right?
So the reason why I wanted you here, and I'm glad Mr. Billings is here, I'll be doing this
That's
work.
Ronald.
Ronald, you want me to call you Ronald? All right,
Yeah.
so Ronald is here. Tyson, who do you think is going to win World Epiconnives? Yeah.
Well, okay, you can't ask me that because I'm obviously biased. I'm going to say John.
Let's move on.
Literally work on his campaign.
Let's move on. Okay, so John. All right, let's go to Kylie.
Right, I just finished wrapping up doing GOTV for the man. You can't ask me the thing like that. That's not bias. Anyway, but
okay,
I mean, I obviously have that bias, right? So
and you should. You should.
Right.
What's your bias for, Tyson? I'm sorry.
In Word Kokonika, we have it's John. So I worked on his campaign for the last 2 months there, right? So I think we have it, but the voters decide, right? Is he in third place? Absolutely not, right? He is a competitive, strong, independent campaign, pushing back on all the party narratives, right? So
I can't recall if I met John.
Possibly. You wouldn't have missed him. It's very congenial.
So I remember you guys are the ladies' corner, right?
He knows us already, Tyson.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but
think
the
I
UT,
had.
everyone knows UT.
Well, Tyson reads both of us together.
I
I
think
fly
I
because of Tyson, so it's my secret weapon.
Oh boy.
did. I not miss Purple have involvement with with your organization in April? I remember
April,
the name with the federal election. I
what did
thought
I do wrong?
no, yes, yes, no.
Federal,
Yeah,
no.
the federal election in April. The
What did we
I
do?
remember. I'm sure I had interactions with you guys during the federal election campaign.
Oh yeah,
It was
because you were a
for, right?
candidate, right, in
Yeah, I
center,
was an
Ronald, right?
independent
So
candidate.
you
Oh, I
probably
see.
talked to T a few times, yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh,
Okay, there
he
you go.
doesn't really remember Ronald. I'm sorry. Do you know that your next coffee will be on Tyson and myself will get Tyson?
It has to be between 4 and 7 p.m. But
There you
yes,
go.
we could do that.
Okay. Okay. Tyson, before you go, tell me about Wardene. Who's your candidate there? Should I read? Who are you thinking for
So
what?
Denny's interesting. I don't support anyone there, obviously,
All right.
because I'm
That's
working on John's campaign, right? But
okay.
it definitely has seemed to turn into Paquette versus Albert Mazoka, and it really is going to come down to, in my opinion, how angry people are with the current council, right? So
Okay.
they're either going to emotionally vote for the alternative,
Yeah.
and like I was saying, on the north side, it seems like the parties are stronger up there. So whether it's Albert in Dene or Karen Principe in Tasiwiniwak, or you know, yeah, those two in particular come to mind. They seem
Okay.
to have very strong campaigns, and uh, if people are mad at current council, they're going to vote for the alternatives. And in Dene, that seems to be Albert for some reason. And I don't know. Like it depends how mad are Edmontonians at current council, and will that mean a change in council? And if it is, then it's going to be Albert, not Aaron. But if Aaron's strong enough, then he'll survive, right? He will. Perhaps he's done enough work up there. I'm not a Northside resident. I don't know him very well or anything, but perhaps he's built enough relationships that he's well loved in the community, and he will resoundingly defeat the challenger. And I really don't have
Yeah.
um, a preference there,
Yeah.
or any understanding, other than I think those two are the ones that have emerged as the top two, right?
Okay. Now, okay, let me ask both of you this question. What did you think about people going into to vote today? Did you see an uptick?
Ugh.
Or about the same, or people are not coming out? What did you see when?
I've seen a discouragement of people from the long lines due to the paper form, right? So now, like under the current system with the new provincial rules, you have to like fill out a paper form to register to go and to vote, prove your
Yeah.
ID. They search you in a system. Like what was usually like a 5 minute like there seems to be conflicting reports if you look on Reddit or even our experience here in the campaign,
Yeah.
that depending if there was like 5 people there and it was well staffed, it went well. If there was 3 poll workers there, you got like 100-person lineup and you stood in line for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, just to fill out a little form to go vote, right? And a non-zero amount of people have straight up left those lines,
I
like
know.
they listen, right? So we talk about municipal turnout being so low, and then we as a society or current government, wherever you want to place that, has decided to add more bureaucracy to our voting process, and in a way, it's probably suppressing turnout as a result.
Oh, that's just a shame. Would you agree, Ronald?
I voted in one of the advance stations, so I didn't see any today. I didn't go and attend, so I can't comment.
Hmm. And someone was telling me, I don't know how far this is true, Tyson. Last election cycle, the election thing was 31% people who came out to vote. I don't know how far that's true. I've not checked it out. I
That's
mean, if
true. It's roughly 31 last time, yeah.
roughly 31, if the turnout is lower than this, maybe we'll be bringing back all the incumbents then. If
Traditionally, yeah, you would be correct. Like it usually takes a higher turnout to remove incumbents, and there's only a couple open seats, right?
yeah,
Um, but at
yeah,
the same time, the media or the general sentiment has been not favorable for incumbents this time around for whatever reason, right? But at the same time, if turnout is lower, then a lot of incumbents will survive, and a lot of them do deserve to survive. They have built those relationships, right? They
Yeah.
have become great members of their communities, and some
Yeah.
other ones just don't. In my opinion, a certain one doesn't deserve to survive, and I've tried to put someone better in that position. But no, I would agree. Like if turnout is low, it tends to mean that incumbents survive. Yes.
Okay. I want you to stay right there, Tyson. I've got Joseph Mugodo is running in what Nakota Isga. Nakota Isga also has Nikki Gokwan, Diana Steele,
Hmm.
Jordan Woodruff, and Reed Clark. I'm not seeing an incumbent here. So I think,
It's Andrew's old ward.
sorry, who's old one?
It's Andrew's old ward. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, Andrew Knack. So who do you think? Miss Joseph, are you there? Mugodo, are you there? Okay.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Joseph.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi, Ken.
Oh, hi. My life kicked me out. I don't
It's
know what
purple
happened.
disappear from it.
Yeah, I am here.
Okay. Mr. Mugodo, hi. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining. I want you to meet Ronald.
Okay.
He's a mayoral candidate. And I want you to meet Tyson, is a political analyst, is also one of our foremost supporters here at LCC Media. And I wanted him to listen in. How are you feeling tonight, sir?
Oh my goodness. Finally, this has to stop, right? We are
Yeah.
so tired after a couple of months running up and down, door knocking every day. The legs can't take it any longer. So I think it's time to take some rest.
Okay, so you're hoping for the best tonight?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah.
Right. I know you had an event last Saturday in the north. Sorry, I could not attend it with Franklin, and you were getting out the vote and getting more people enthused and this and that.
Yes, yeah, because I think it's going to be a tight race, considering that there is no incumbent, Endonak is not running, so all of us are new people running there. So it's an open, an open word, so an open race for all of us.
Okay, so you said it's tight between who really? Why is it tight? Who are the front? Who do you think are the front runners here?
No, I'm saying it's tight, considering that it's free for all because there's no incumbent.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Okay, Tyson, do you think that do you think I don't know if you've looked into Nakora Isga at all.
Not a strong amount, no.
No. Okay, I
Yeah,
know.
Joseph would have a much stronger understanding of the ground there than I would. So
Okay, so Joseph, what are the top two players and Nakora Isga?
Of course, first I have to put myself there, right? Okay, yeah. So I have to put myself first there. Then, if I look what has been happening here in my ward going around, maybe it will be a 2 or 3 horse between me and maybe what's her name,
Raja?
Raja. Then Mr. Steele,
Oh,
from Better Edmonton, because he tried to put signs everywhere, every street, every few inches of ground. So, yeah, Better Edmonton had a lot of money from all these parties who were, the party was given a lot of money, right? Yeah.
yeah.
But for us as independents, we have to take money from our pockets. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it's so you run as an independent candidate here. What were some of the highlights for you? What are some of the memories you're keeping forever?
Oh, the big memories when I went to door knock, when I feel I'm tired, and I say will be my last door. When I go to that door and the person is saying, "Oh," and they welcome you, and they are so happy, they take photos with you there at the door, and it pumps up you to go to the next one.
That gives you energy. Tyson,
Yes,
do you feel this way? Do people offer you cold water and then that re-energizes you? Because
oh
you're
yeah, absolutely. Even when you're a volunteer, like or even with your campaign staff, if you've got a good campaign, it's like, oh yeah, that's my that's my person, and I love that you're out for him, and then it pumps you up, and you're like, okay, cool. Next door, I'm gonna get a similar response, or even if you only get like 1 in 4 doors, you still get that positive interaction
Yeah.
more than once in the course of an hour, and it's great, right? So
Yeah.
you get the sign on the ground. Maybe your candidate comes over, good things
Yeah.
happen. It's just a good connection, right?
Okay. So your candidate is here, John. I don't want to let you go, Tyson, but
Oh
do
no, I gotta go. I have to deal
I
with
know
volunteers, so
I've got to let you go. Well, thank you so much. I hope it's a
appreciate
great
it.
night for you and Jordan. John, I'm going to bring John in, and then
Awesome.
hold on, Joseph, don't go away. Thanks, Tyson. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Good luck tonight,
Yeah,
by the way, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, Tyson.
thank you. Hi, John. How are you?
Hey T, I'm really good. How are you?
Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. So how
How's
are you feeling? And
well?
how's Joseph feeling?
Okay, so Joseph is Nakota Isga, and we've got
Hmm.
Ronald here who is drafting something for. Okay, yeah,
Law
we got
Society.
yeah for the Law Society. He's a lawyer, is doing some work on election night, so he's trying to to
My
calm
bread and
himself.
butter love.
Yeah, fair enough, etc. And then I just spoke to Tyson, and to be honest, you've worked so hard.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can do now, John?
No, it's just wait and see what the results bring. But it's been a good year, T. It's really been really nice. We started in November and been door knocking since the start, meeting people. I've told you this story probably numerous times, but I've been looking forward to this election for 4 years now, since 2021, since the last election, and meeting people is such a gift. So
I don't know if it's the lightning, but it's nearly 7:30 p.m. on election night, and you're looking so radiant. Like, am I missing something, Mr. Morgan?
well, I have the fire table going behind me, so now,
Oh,
but
I
it
see.
was in front of me. But thank you for the compliment. I do feel radiant right now
Mm,
as well. So
okay. No, Joseph, don't go away just yet. We're coming back to you. I wanted to ask you. So this question I asked Tyson, I said, if what happened there? I said to Tyson, if John does not win tonight, what next?
if I don't win tonight, what next?
Is it too early to ask?
Well, you know what? You just keep going back and serving. So when I lost in 2021, and I think I
Yeah.
told you this story too, is that there's lots of ways to serve your community, right? And so I was on the community league board here. I was president of my community, Heritage Point, for the
Yeah.
last 5 years. I served that community very well. I feel, anyways, we're building a rink. We're putting on events. We're advocating for our neighbors. We're connecting our neighbors in our community to our representatives. We're showing up, right, and creating those connections. And I was also coaching soccer. I was on the board of the Edmonton Federation of Community Leagues. I'm a public servant, so I was working with the LRT, and I'll probably go back to that. But so there's lots of ways to serve your community. You don't have to be city council. You don't have to be MLA. You don't have to be MP to serve and to make change, right? And you can make change in very small ways, and you can make change in very large ways, and both are important. So I'll probably just go back to doing that, but we're giving this another go and feeling very confident. So
I mean, obviously, I wish the absolute best in terms of election results for you, especially John. I've known you several years now. If there's anything I can personally attest to, is your commitment to community. And we've done this. It's not the first time we're meeting virtually, and I see you are in the community doing the work. So, what is your estimate in terms of people going out to vote today? Would you say a lot of your people came out, or it stayed at 31%, what it was 4 years ago?
you know what, like general, just attendance across the board. I'm a little bit worried about it with the lack of voter cards. I've knocked on a lot of doors that still weren't sure when the election was, even today, knocking on doors, talking to a few people. So I do worry about turnout, but I also hear that we're an hour deep right now in many of the polling stations. So So you know what, we might be lucky, and you know, the more people that show up, the better, right? I mean, you need to have that good representation of voters to make this thing work. So,
When are you expecting to hear whether or not you won?
well, it'd be nice to hear tonight, but if it doesn't happen tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I'm hoping for an answer tonight. I'm looking forward to it, and we're having a bit of a party here at my house, so hopefully we can all be celebrating.
If you win, I'll still be here when the elections are counted. Will you come back on and just share your thoughts in that moment?
T, I'm at your service. I will come back on your show whenever you want me to come back. So you just make the call, and I'll be here.
Thank you so much. I'll liaise with Tyson. Okay, you gotta go now. I only kept you for 5 minutes.
It's Purple. Do you need me, or do you need me, or?
No, Ronald, I'm coming to you now.
Oh, yeah,
Come
you
back.
already came to me. But
All right, John. Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Have a great evening. Okay, best of luck. Okay, so remember at the start, I asked you how long you had. You said you were okay to stay. What I was hoping that you'd be our commentator, but I see you're also busy doing some very serious Law Society work. So,
very serious. It's my career at stake.
okay, so maybe we should let you go then.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have a mobile for you, but I've got your email. So if there was anything, I'll shoot you an email, okay?
I appreciate it, Miss Purple. Thanks for the invite, and good luck to all the candidates.
Thank you, Ronald.
Thank you so much.
See you later.
Okay, Mr. Mugodo. No, you wait. Ronald can go. He has lots of society work. So did you think many people came? I'm echoing.
What did you say?
Do you think many people turned out tonight?
Yes, there were a big turnout. I just came out when I just before I came live, I had drove around polling stations, also dropping some scrutinizers, so I could see some big lines around my ward.
Okay. Okay. What John just said was in his own area there was confusion about people not even knowing today was election day.
That one, like when we were doing some calling this morning, yes, we found some people who said they were even not aware that there were elections. I don't know which world they live. If I like what we did, I'll give you an example. My campaign, we have knocked every door in Ward Nakota Iska.
Every door.
Every door. And then you hear someone telling you that, oh, when is the election? Yes, because even if we didn't find that person, we managed to leave a pamphlet there which tells them about the election. So some people are just ignorant.
Okay, so my next question is, let's talk about you winning in 2 hours. Joseph Mugodo become the first Black candidate, no, first Black councillor. Wow, that'll be something, won't it?
Yes, that's what we are hoping for.
Okay, how do you intend to celebrate that? And what are your next moves?
Yeah, I have a team right now. I'm getting some people coming together here, and we are surely planning to do some small party.
Okay, so now if the opposite happens, do we lose your involvement in politics then? If the reverse happens, do you just disappear and we don't see Joseph Mugodo ever again?
No, you see him in the community doing community work, helping my people. Yes, this doesn't stop.
Okay.
Yeah, the work of helping people won't stop.
Okay. Okay. So I have a question about this election thing. What were some of the most beautiful memories you want to take with you?
Oh, some people I met on the doors. Amazing. I'm telling you. I still remember one lady. You know, I went to one forum. People had to pay for that forum for people to come.
Yeah.
And I met one lady there. She told me she came very far in part of my ward and just come to listen to me and hear how I answered the question. And she was so impressed and so happy. And I still have memories of that lady.
She was so happy she came.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's really good. So what are some things you've learned moving forward? What have been some things you've learned moving forward?
Hard work, hard work, hard work. Like what we did, I saw it was really hard work. We have to put everything in. We had to, like if I, as I'm telling you, to cover every inch of the ward. This is maybe the biggest ward we have here in Edmonton, and to cover
Yeah.
every inch of it, it was really hard work. My team worked very hard.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
said you
proud.
knocked on every door. Did you do that once or twice?
We did 2 times just flyers, then 1 time door knocking, real door knocking, and talking to people.
Oh, wow. I wonder how many candidates, and you've run as an independent candidate, no
Yes.
backing from any of the UCP
No, 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 no. That's me and
parties.
my team. On nobody. No, 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 not all this party thing.
Ah, okay. So the final question we have is: if you win tonight, can would you be able to come back and
Yeah,
share what your thoughts are with
sure,
us?
no problem. I'll come back. You know, for you, you did a great job already for me. So if I win tonight, I'll come live.
Okay. So what are your plans for the rest of the evening then, Joseph? What
I
are
have people coming right now and finalizing the scrutinizers right now.
okay. So you have
So
to go. Okay.
that's why I have to go, and I will get
Okay.
to hold of you later on. Okay.
Later on in the evening. All right. Best of luck, Joseph. Appreciate your
Okay.
time.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay. Bye bye. Yeah.
you. Okay. So tonight already, thank you very much, Joseph. We've had a couple of candidates. Thank you. A couple of guests. We've had starting with Tyson, my um, colleague Tyson is a political analyst. Tyson Boys, he is a strong supporter. Is a strong help on with what we do. Honestly, I rely on him so much. That's Tyson. We've had John Morgan from what Ipiko Kani POC. Ipiko Kani POC. We've had Joseph Mogodo from Nakota Isga. We've had Mr. Ronald Billingsley, a mayoral candidate. It was nice to see you, Roland. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. And producing this film, or sorry, producing this is Miss Purple Media. So we thank you for your sponsorship. Supporting us tonight is TFD Advisory and the Finance Flux Professional Cooperation. So we're grateful to businesses who are, who are supporting us. Okay, so thank you so very much so far. In the next half, we have Mr. Greg Davis, who's going to be joining us. Greg, he needs no introduction. He's going to come in with a political analyst, and we're hoping throughout the course, throughout the evening, we're going to get Rahim Jafar, Mr. Andrew Knack, Malik Chukudi. And we have a lineup tonight. Don't go away. This is Election Night Streaming with Tee Adeyemo. And yes, I'm crazy for doing this. Absolutely. But this is what we do every election season. And yeah, I don't think I'd have felt normal if we didn't do this. So we're waiting for Greg to jump in. Let's text him. Log in, Greg. But in the meantime, if you would like to share, we welcome you to share the streaming link on YouTube. We would like for you to subscribe. You're watching on our YouTube channel, LCC Media One. It's election night 2025, and with your help, we are gonna tonight be electing a new mayor. We all know that Mayor Sohi is not running. We will be electing a new mayor. We'll be electing a new mayor. We'll be electing a new mayor, and we cannot wait. Some of the words I'm actually interested in is Nakota Isga. If you've picked that up, what Ipikonai Kiosi. I'm also on the lookout for that. And Papa Steer. All right. These are the words that we're waiting for. My producer has just said you don't have to keep rambling if you do not want to. But I think I'm getting better at this sort of political ramblings, eh? I'm looking forward to what CP Winniwack. I know my girl Giselle General. This is the second time she's running, and I asked her if she was interested tonight in coming on. But she's busy with electioneering and stuff. Danny Henneken is also in what CP Winniwack. I'm wondering if it's a two-man race between Giselle and Daryl Frierson or Giselle and Danny Henneken. We don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together, hopefully tonight or tomorrow. So I'm just going to send this email. And okay, do exactly what my producer said. Don't go away. We're going to take a short break. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. Oh, yeah, welcome back. We took a short break, and yay, Mr.
You,
Davis is here. Hi.
you took a break?
I took a 10-second. I literally just said we'll be right back. Stop yapping. And then because you look so nice. Who's going on election night? You look very
Oh, is it the
glittering.
gray beard to kind of make me look wise?
It's working. It's
So,
working.
the color of wisdom, yes.
It is. I like that because I have a few colors of my own.
Oh, come on. You're the queen of all things purple. What are you talking about? That's your color.
Yeah, but you can't stay 25 for the rest of your life, please.
Yeah. Even though some people have figured out how to do it, I don't know how, but they.
Oh no, if they do it, I don't want to mix with them. Then it's not right. It's not right. Biologically, it's not right. It's not right. No, they'll show up as a nightmare in my dreams. So
Oh God.
imagine if we don't die, like if my father walked right in, I'm diving out.
Oh Lord.
If you're gone, you're gone. If you're here, then let's rock it, baby.
That's all good. It's all good. So we live already?
Oh, baby, we've been live since 7 o'clock, and we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, about 5 guests already. What do you
Okay.
think about the turnout today? Do you think people are turning out to vote?
I haven't really followed it much in terms of the turnout, but I went to vote earlier and it was pretty sparse.
Oh
So
God,
I'm guessing people are going after work,
fair enough. Okay.
hopefully. So I went in the middle of the day. So
Which riding is that for you?
Odemin?
Oh, Damien.
Yeah,
Oh,
Odemin.
4 years ago it was hot. Oh, Damien.
Mm.
And this year we have Ann Stevenson. We
There's
have
a lot of people.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I couldn't ask you who you voted for. Stephen
Well, I'll
Hunt.
say that they haven't done a very good job of engaging all of Odemin because honestly, I haven't heard,
Really?
I haven't seen anything, haven't not even a lawn poster I can recall seeing or nothing.
Oh my God. So they're
So
probably going to re-elect the incumbent then because,
probably because that's who you know, right?
yeah, she got the
Yeah.
name recognition and everything. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was very weird. Like, I guess I live in a condo, so it's a little harder to engage with, people in
Yeah.
condos, but still you think you'd see some signage,
You saw nothing.
something, yeah.
Last year we had, sorry, 4 years ago it was really tapping this writing.
Mm.
There were so many people who wanted. Actually, let me Google it. But in the meantime, when do you think we'll find out? It's going to 7:45. When do you think we'll find out?
Oh,
Uh,
the polls just closed like a couple of minutes, like an hour ago, didn't they?
I thought they were closing at 8 o'clock.
Or is it 8? Oh, they closed in 15 minutes. So, I mean, hopefully we'll be, getting final answer by like 10, 11 o'clock tonight.
Okay, I'm just googling no running no day mean 4 years ago.
Hmm.
I don't know if we can still
I mean,
get.
there was that guy Adrian Bruff that
Thank
ran.
you. It was the one I could not remember. And if you had tried this time around, maybe it would have got in. Who knows?
You never know. I mean, a lot of the I guess a lot of the candidates from the black community, they find it real hard to break through.
It's not cheap running in an election, right? You need some
No,
stability.
no, you need for city council, you need at least around 80 grand
Wow,
to be
why? Really?
yeah, well, like the marketing material that you're making, paid staff, volunteer support. There's a lot that goes into it.
To get to 80,000, you might as well remortgage your home. How
Yep.
many people have homes to
Well,
remortgage?
for the mayor's race, you're looking at closer, well over north of 500,000.
Yeah, Mr. Cartmel raised in excess of 800,000.
Yeah,
He did very well.
yeah, and
Very
I,
well.
I imagine that flowed down into the down ballot people that are in the what's it called, the Edmonton, Better
Better,
Edmonton.
better admitting party.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure he would have used some of that money for, because he got a full plate of candidates. He did
yeah,
not. So,
yeah, he
right,
did.
4 years ago, I got to hear Gino Akbari ran in what Gabrielle Baptiste. They had some really quality people 4 years ago. Gabrielle Baptiste,
Yeah.
she's a lawyer. I remember Adrian Brough, Tony Katerina. He ran for Neymar Hali,
Mm,
Mohammed Migdadi Adil. Anyway,
yeah.
and then
Well,
Anne Stevenson won. Hmm.
yeah, she won. So it's yeah, there definitely wasn't a lot of noise that I saw downtown
Yeah.
for stuff, but I mean,
So
not even
let's
in my social media
run
feeds,
away.
nothing
Yeah,
came up in my socials, nothing.
I know. Your ward is also very quiet. Not much is going on in what do they mean, right?
Well, there's a lot going on. It's
But,
downtown core, right? So
yeah.
you think, you're talking about the kind of the heartbeat of the city,
And no one is talking about the heartbeat of the city.
which is weird. It's just weird to me. Unless they're talking in places that I'm not listening
Yeah.
or I'm not engaging with. But
Maybe, who knows?
yeah,
Who knows? Would you feel bad if all the incumbents were reelected? Because it may be where we're pushing towards tonight.
I don't think some of them deserve to be reelected, to be honest.
All right, tell me more. Who do you think
Um,
needs to go? The boot to go.
well, some of them don't do a really good job engaging with the community at large. Some of them pander.
Mm.
And I'm just going from, what I see with how they engage with, say, the black community in general, right? Um,
Give me a name.
a name?
Yeah.
Um, let's see, Jennifer Rice, for example.
Okay.
She's been to court for a few things. She's also been involved in a few scandals in terms of how she treats her staff based on sexual orientation and a few things.
Hmm.
Um, she was absent for the vote on the Africa Multicultural Center.
She was absent.
Hmm.
Jennifer is not far from. Funny, I was talking to her just this evening, so I'm going to text her to jump on the live, and I'm going to put these questions to her.
Mm.
I did say to her this evening that on Reddit she doesn't have a lot of supporters, and people say, and I've not really looked into it, and I'm not a Jennifer Rice spokesperson, so I'm gonna
Mm.
text her just now and invite her to come in, and then we can ask her these questions directly, so it doesn't look like
Yeah, I mean, it's
oh,
I don't know how she overcomes
also it's
those.
sorry.
I don't know how she overcomes those hurdles. Um, because those are big mountains to climb, and it was all over the news for years about these different things.
Yeah,
Um,
but has there been a ruling? The ruling is next year, isn't it?
yeah, I lost track of the court cases themselves, but those are big ticket items. That um, luckily the people that she's running against didn't um
They
didn't
didn't
go
make
there.
an issue. No, nobody
No,
went.
they didn't. No, they didn't go there with her with that. So they were gracious enough with her on that aspect.
Yeah,
Um, but to the general public, they all have questions. Like for the Black community in particular, you were absent at a vote of an issue that is of prime significance to the Black community. You weren't there.
Well, in all fairness, each time I've invited Jennifer to any of Ladies Corner events, I found her quite supportive.
Hmm.
I found most accessible. You try to text her in Tang.
Mm. Oh yeah, she's
I mean,
a lot of these guys. A
try
lot of these
to,
guys are not accessible. A lot of these
yeah,
guys.
you try to call Michael Jans.
Mm,
And
no
then
chance.
3 weeks later, his aide will send you an email. Thank you. We understand you're doing some nice community, but Mr. Johnson is not available right now. I mean,
Mm,
some of them, they, but Mike's, they have this aura around them which says, "Do not approach me."
mhm.
But my personal subjective opinion is Jennifer is not being like that to me,
Yeah.
and I would say that I had a relationship with her, with Karen, with Erin Rutherford, and all of them when they started. But
Mhm,
she has been most accessible. I cannot lie, so I cannot
mhm.
speak to what you're saying. Again,
Oh,
trying
I'm
to
just
call,
oh, I'm just dealing with what's in the news,
trying
like
to
what's been
call
reported.
Michael Jans.
Yeah, like I'm just dealing with what's in the news and what's been reported, and these are stuff that you can, if you search CBC's website and all that, you'll see
I
these
know
articles,
it's
right?
well
So
documented.
yeah, so there's nothing kind of emotional about it or nothing. It's just like, well, no, it's been reported that this is a problem.
It's all over Reddit anyway, so it's not
Yeah,
that we're making this up.
yeah.
Uh,
So we're not being emotional about the things. Like, no, these were actual issues that have come up in the last 4 years.
why is that word? Why a lot of people looking at that word tonight? Ipicopapiniosi.
Well, I think it's a battle between her and Funke.
Oh yeah, what about John Morgan?
I don't know if he's in the mix for it, to be honest. I mean,
Oh yeah.
the only thing he's got going for him, he's a guy, and people might just never like naturally gravitate to the fact he's a guy.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah,
White male.
yeah, that's what he's got going for him. But I mean, Jennifer Rice has been out.
Actually, he's been on the show already tonight.
He has been, yeah, he has been. But Jennifer has been out there pretty aggressive. So has Funke.
Yeah.
They've both been really hammering hard on different media, different platforms.
Okay, they've worked out. So well, may the best candidate win. Let's leave
Yeah.
what Ipicopadipoc. Let's leave that. We've gone to Old Damien. Let's go to Sipiwiniwak.
Which one's
Sipiwiniwak.
that? Is that Sarah?
No, yeah, I think yeah, Sipiwiniwak. There's no incumbent running in Sipiwiniwak this time around. It's my printout doesn't even have Giselle General's name written. So what sort of printout is this then? Oh no, I do. Okay. Yeah, he's got Darrell Ferguson, Giselle
Hmm.
General, Danny Henneken.
Hmm.
Danny ran 4 years ago as well. Smooth
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
He runs, yeah, he's a smooth businessman, and I think he's chairman director of a not-for-profit downtown.
Hmm.
There's Roger Koch and Sue Palmer. I kind of like Sue though. She came on the show. I kind of like her.
Well, it
Okay.
helps when it does help when they come and talk to you. I mean, but that's the whole point. Like, you gotta talk to the media guys. You gotta engage, and not a lot of these guys spent a lot of time and effort and money in that kind of engagement. I don't find.
No, no, and to be honest, how many of them came on your show? Was it just Funky that came on your show?
Funke and Michael Walters.
Oh, really? You got Michael Walters. He's not a bad
Yeah,
guy, isn't he?
no, he's very cool. But I also hosted a debate
I
with the mayor.
asked you, you never responded. I sent you a message, like you just looked
Oh,
at it. You, I'll
sorry, I
come back
forgot. Yeah,
later.
no, what? It was a good debate. It was an interesting debate. I hosted two debates.
Okay, which
Um,
one? Mm-hmm.
the second one was with South Edmonton East. What's her name? Joanne Wright, her ward.
Okay, okay. You moderated for them.
Yeah, and so that was a really good one. That one to me was more interesting and entertaining than the mayoral debate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Why? Why?
there were two clear standouts. Let me see who's she running against. I don't say the wrong name.
No, she's very engaging.
Yeah, but
Joanne.
she's running against who are the people in her race?
What is the riding? I'm also going through my list here.
Well, I'll pull it up in a second here. Joe and
You told me the riding. I got a printout.
she is in I can't pronounce
Yes, hippopotami.
yeah.
Imran Bashir. Got to hear Annie. Oh, Annie Fritschur.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's running as well.
she's Filipino.
Yeah.
Hard worker.
Hmm.
Then Almansin Kandola,
Hmm.
Suki Radhauer, Suki,
Hmm.
Sandeep Singh,
Hmm.
Ashok, and Steve Van Diaz and John Wright.
No, you're missing somebody. It sounds like. Hold on here.
Oh, it's a full ward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and John Wright. It's just as
Um,
busy as what Ipipikona POC. It's just as busy.
yeah. Let me see if I can find them. Let me just pull up the candidates here real quick. City
Okay.
councilors.
Right.
Um,
If you're just joining in, let's tell people listening, make sure you like and subscribe our content. We're live on YouTube at LCC Media One. We got my friend Greg Davies here. He is the host of the Weekend Morning Show with Danny and G over on 580
yeah, my
AM.
rated 580 AM.
My radio 580 AM. Okay, is your guy Greg Davies. So please check him out. And he is doing electioneering with us on election night. And we hope it's 3 minutes to 8 o'clock. That I don't know. Let me go to CBC and see if they're projecting anything tonight.
Mm-hmm.
CBC.com. Are there any projections we can use?
Trying to see here. Believe the person I was thinking about was Imran
Bashir.
Bashir. He's a
Oh,
lawyer.
okay.
The lawyer? Imran Bashir. I think that no, not him. Candidate for city council. Actually, yes, this is him. Yes.
You want to share your screen? I think you can. Can you? Or not?
No, not sure I can. No, but
Okay.
in the debate that we hosted with that, they were like two heavyweight fighters, just like throwing bombs, like landing big body shots at each other.
So who and who? Joanne Wright and
And
Imran
Imran,
Bashir.
yeah, they were clearly the two
Candidates.
standouts, and yeah, they went at it. And it was good to kind of see them. They're running a. Oh wait, hold on a second. No, I got the wrong name. It's not Imran. It's
No.
Harman Kandola.
Okay, I don't have anything on Aman Kandola.
He is part of the Better Edmonton Party.
Yeah, it's in Cartmel.
Yeah. Yes, he's part of the Better Edmonton Party, and he is a lawyer by trade.
Yeah.
And yeah, he came to battle in that debate.
I came to battle.
Came to battle. He came. He's like, hey, I'm here to debate. I'm here to and to Joanne, to Councilor Wright's credit, she was like, oh, you want to battle? Fine, I'm here too.
Okay, so she's very calm.
Oh yeah, no, she totally held. She held down her home court. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's not a freshman anymore. She's
No.
yeah.
Yeah, very experienced at what she does.
Yeah, she knows what she's about.
Yeah, so that race is going to be either Joanne Wright runs away with it outright, or it's going to be a tight battle between her and Mr. Condola.
I mean, Condola is not a small person as well. He's a heavyweight,
He
recognized
is.
as Edmonton's top 40 under 40.
Mm.
You know, he served
Yeah.
as board chair of the Mennonite Center.
Yep.
You know, he knows something about something.
He knows
Okay,
a few things.
he knows what he. There's a guy on my phone. I have to say, Greg, that the last I've known of this guy for a minute. I've been
Mhm.
following him since June at
Yeah.
least. This guy's been inspiring me. Can you
Oh,
see him? Do
jeez.
you know him? Do you know him?
Zora Mamdani.
Yeah. So this guy is rubbing me the right way. I've got him as the cover. You see that?
Well, he's going to change the way people approach municipal politics. He's
Okay.
going to change. He's going to change the entire landscape of it because his message is, people are kind of feeling what he's talking about,
Yeah.
and they're not buying the traditional. Oh, he's a socialist. People are like, what are you talking about?
It's getting Como is knocking hard.
Oh,
Como is hitting at him. You
yeah,
know.
but people are tired of that type of politician. People want someone that they feel is gonna like fight for them and bring issues that matter to them and not to, like matters only to a select few people.
Hmm. Okay. So Jennifer will join us soon. So you're going to be asking her those questions. We're going to keep it nice and neat.
Oh yeah.
Um, we got Andy as well. Oh, hi, Andy.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Hey.
again. Andy ran as one of the mayoral candidates. How are you feeling tonight, Andy?
No, I just concentrate today on a basic thing to do. I did some little street sign
Yeah.
and pray a lot of because I'm Roman Catholic. And I know I'm not running for now. Just my team say clearly, I never ran for money in last 14 years. I just ran to change life of the people. So if you got decided today different, so I say, guys, don't worry. We suffering 14 years. We can suffering another 4 years.
Yeah.
And
So you've ran before then?
last 14 years, my name was on every ballot, any election which been organized in Edmonton. And because my program is powerful, I have a 3 major program and 247 smaller program about education, family, and everything. And even police told me they will be, if you anything happen, I hear a lot of signal on the street, means we send the signal for you. And fire department also. But after 8 o'clock is quiet.
Yeah.
So means homeless probably come back to the street. And there will be maybe continue a lot of violence at home. There will be seniors also will be suffering. I meet seniors people just today. They say already vote, but they don't remember my name. I say I have a program for you guys to protect you, and you vote for somebody who bring you suffering, baby. No.
So, like, what kind of things do you see in terms of like supporting seniors? Because they are often left behind in conversations.
No, you basic thing. Like, for example, if you become senior, what the most important for you? To have place to stay? Yeah, yes? So the home need to be sure every senior have nice place to stay, not some kind trouble places. You need to be protected, the senior, because they are not very strong. So the police do their own job. We need to have program to be sure the seniors always well protected. What we can, for example, raise quality of security company who protecting the houses. Anyway, Another things, the seniors is not mean seniors. We after death, we become like 25, 30 years old
Yeah.
people with just energy, wonderful energy.
Cool.
So the
It looks
seniors
like, yeah, you're breaking out. Like you're
generally
Hey,
yeah, and
need good
hey,
food.
hey, Andy, I think your connection is a little unstable. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we have. We have.
Yeah, I think the
So
connection is bad here.
the other thing is very healthy food. Need automatically making actually to the stage like babies. They need to eat like babies. Very healthy
Yeah.
food to continue have nice skin, have good memory, and be very movement.
Yeah.
The food. Number 3, be sure seniors always have decent pension. So we need to be sure, as a mayor, as a father of the city, need to be sure the seniors don't complain they have not enough money. There must be always. So you need to have comments and you need to negotiate with provincial government or federal to tell them the seniors in my town need to have enough money. They did their own job for the country. You can mention in funny way, listen, they never vote probably for us.
Yeah.
They're supposed to never complain, but they still our seniors. They still have in the pocket the same ID, the same driver license, the same passport. They are our children except the older age.
Yeah.
So this is the 3 things which you have. And now entertainment, make them every day feel good. So they supposed to have once a while in those senior houses nice show, some singers. I'm talking about singing. Nice, even make every 2 weeks nice party to dancing, because dance in psychology, when you read psychology about dancing, is wonderful ingredients, medical ingredients for aging process. Is reversing aging process when you dance.
Yeah.
And it's like that. And we can go. And so there is a bunch of things. And so you discover now what you need when you become senior, basically.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure.
That's my answer.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm just worried if I don't say yet my wife is working, but I say to already my colleagues, my friends, guys, yesterday we have Christian meeting, powerful, called Capo for the Christ. I joined this organization. Yesterday I received membership. So all the people, over 200 people, bless me. Everybody cry when we hugging each other.
Okay.
And so my job is to give example for other family, how the family is supposed to be, Christian family. Example, not only Christian family, but other religions showing the love. That's how look Christian family to the Muslim. Look, that's how look Christian family. There is love, father take care of the kids, father has their own duty, mother has their own duty. It's like that. You don't just pushing people or try Jehovah Witness they're not allowed anymore to walking from house to house. They just set up now on the street, but just need to. So yesterday I received even priest from my church come and blessing me too. He say, I'm blessing you to give you power from the God. God knows if you qualify or not. So don't worry, Andy. This is your 7th election. God 2 was 6 days working and 7 days relaxing. So you have already 6-time election, and you have 7 election now, and you will now get rest. So we just wait for tomorrow. So I tell you, wonderful finishing.
Andy, 1 second. If you're just joining us, this is Election Night 2025. I've got Greg Davis, Info Edmonton, here with us to give us analysis, and Andy is running as Edmonton mayor candidate. I was just wondering, Andy, when you went to vote, was there a long queue tonight or not?
Yeah, I vote. I vote today, and I am not selfish. A really good friend become with the doctor pediatrician Mohammed, or something like that. Omar. So I tell you, I can officially saying, and my wife, of course, say, vote for you. I say, baby, what kind of Christian woman you are? You cannot be selfish. You need to give your proof to the God, even for the Jesus. You love people. So I vote for Omar, the pediatrician doctor, because we have common. I am dealing a lot with natural medicine. I know how to heal the people. So we have a common language, and we love each other. He was member parliament. When I told him I sent short version to the parliament, 460 messages, how to reduce homelessness and crime almost to 80% for the beginning. And then I sent 78 messages to our MLA members and 13 messages to city, how to reduce homelessness. No one respond me. No one, even single phone or message. No one. That's how politics look, okay? Nobody cares.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, listen, this has been...
That's one of the reasons why I ran. Because I suffering when I see my 4 colleagues who ran, Paul, Michael, Andrew, and Tony, they ran for office. So we have opportunity to speak up. So, and together, meet together, shaking again, together, shake. So I told them clearly, guys, when you succeed me.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi. Okay, Andy.
Hi, everyone.
Jennifer right here. Thank you, Andy. Hi, Jennifer. How is that going?
I mentioned my colleagues, I suffering when they've been elected.
Okay.
As you can see. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right, thanks, Andy.
We're grateful. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
So I can go, yeah?
Yes, thank you so much, Andy.
Because my wife already called me to pick up her from work.
All right, cool. All right, take it easy.
No, God bless you guys. God bless you. Anything what if I'm not elected, everything will be on the video. 200 video, how the politician supposed to work.
We really have to go now, Andy. But thank you. Thank you.
All right, Andy. Thank you.
Jennifer Rice here.
God bless you. God bless you, guys. Take care.
She doesn't have too long. Hi, Councillor Rice. How is it going?
Hey, Miss Rice.
Yeah, it's going really well. And then I'm sorry, it's a little bit noisy. And then you can see I'm in the Boston Pizza right now at Century Park.
Okay.
And so this is the spot, and we booked and for tonight watch party. And so you can see behind me, we have already many people joining me.
Okay.
And so we're excited to waiting to watch the results.
Campaign headquarters. What are you expecting to hear? When do you think we're gonna start hearing stuff tonight?
I'm sorry, I have a little bit of trouble heard from you. So
when do you think we're gonna start hearing results tonight? When are you expecting to hear anything?
I am not 100% sure. And so I'm still trying to wait. And because 8 o'clock, just the voting station for the cross city and the entire city closed. And so I don't know when they will be starting counting and how that results will come out. But let's get our finger crossed. And then I really hope we can get the results tonight. We don't need to wait for a few days.
Yeah. So Councillor Rice, so if you're successful in getting reelected, is there anything from your first term that you'll do different in your second go around?
So this term, if I was elected for the second term, this term will be really different. The reason for me to say that the governance structure was, I expect will be a little bit different from the first term. And because the first term, we all are independent councillors. We are here represent people. And however, if we don't know what the results could be, and for this time, this term, if the party candidates win, and but how we can work with and different councillors, and if they're associated with the party or associated with the group, and then how we can find the common ground and to work together to really represent the best interest of our city, of our Edmontonians. I think that will be really different.
Okay. Okay. Now, from the lens of the Black community here in Edmonton, like we have a lot of priorities that have been going through City Hall in the last year. So like the Africa Multicultural Center and a few programs like that. What's your outlook on how you're going to approach the Black community and some of our concerns and representing us in City Hall?
I'm sorry, it's really noisy behind. Can you repeat your question one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Last voice.
No, it's all good. So saying that from the perspective of the Black community, there's a lot of questions that we have going into City Hall in the last year. So you might recall there was the Africa Multicultural Center program that was on the table and a few other things. If reelected, like what's going to be your take on making sure our voices are represented and heard from your constituency in City Council?
Thank you. That is a good question. And as you know, in my first term, and as specifically as a minority city councillor, and stand up and for the minority community is one of my focus. And for many actions, many works have been taken. And so I want to say this to our Black communities and say you have my full support. And then I have the voting record or writing shoes. The first term, I fully support and different communities and with different projects. And because our city, if we want to build city and for everyone, and we want to build the community first. So that is why, and from community lead projects and how we can take them as a priority, how could act on them and to demonstrate and our city and is to bring all the community together and to build the city.
Okay, cool. T, any other question for Ms. Rice?
Yeah,
I am
Greg
so
was
sorry. I have to find the spots and then
okay.
to listen to your questions carefully, and
Okay.
because it's so.
Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I try, but it's still
Okay.
very noisy.
Okay. I'm gonna say it slowly. Before you came on, Greg was saying that you have been impartial to Black candidates, and I said that's funny. I just spoke to you this evening that you have been quite generous with your time when it came to LCC Media. And I said to Greg that you were coming on the show. He can ask you whatever question he wants to ask you. Did you get that?
No, I can't. I tried her.
No, it's okay. It's super loud
Can you
where she
repeat?
is, T.
Sorry,
So
I'm
we
so
should
sorry.
probably hit that on another time.
Okay.
But I think, Ms. Rice, I think the main I guess question is I just wanted to see what you'd be looking to do different moving forward in a second term. And sounds like you have a plan in place to do things a little different.
Oh, I wish I
Yeah.
have something.
Oh no, it's okay. Well, Miss Rice, listen, you have a party to get to. You
Yes.
should get to the party.
Yeah.
And after this whole process is done, hopefully we can sit down and have another conversation.
So I look forward to the conversation and anytime and after today or after the election is done, and we can definitely work together and then uh to 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 make some plan and how we move forward and to support our different community and then specifically and then here is the Black community and as myself as a minority, like I said, a minority councillor. And then one of my responsibility I take very seriously and to make sure and over our cities 70 ethnic group like minority communities, our voice be heard at the city hall decision making table. That
Okay, cool.
really, really important for us.
Awesome. Well, hey, good luck to you tonight.
Okay, thank you.
All
Thank you.
right,
Bye
take
bye.
care.
Bye bye.
Thank
Thank you
you so
taking
much.
time
I
chat
appreciate
with
your
me.
time. All the
Yeah,
Okay,
best.
bye
ciao.
bye.
Okay.
Bye.
All the best. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. So if you are
I try to find out how to leave this.
There
okay,
you go.
yeah.
How's
So
Miss Rice?
Oscar, to be honest, it is what it is. We said we were gonna ask her, and she came on, but
Well,
she
it's pretty loud where she is too, right? So it's
was
hard for her to hear. And yeah, so I mean, after this, we can kind of have a more candid one-on-one conversation, interview kind of thing, and kind of really dive into stuff. But
yeah.
it's hard to tackle stuff in at a Boston Pizza.
You're
It's
right,
hard.
wrong place. Okay, so I've
Mhm.
got Malik and Rahim Jaffer joining. So let me just ask Malik. And everyone is out partying, including Malik and Rahim tonight.
All right.
Everybody's celebrating.
Well,
They're,
good for them.
they're celebrating something. So we're
Well,
gonna catch them.
I'm still here in my office. I mean,
Oh, when are you going home?
well, I was working on some Black History Month related stuff,
Okay.
and then I was like, oh, by the time I leave here and get home, I might as well just stay here.
Oh, bless your heart. So we should round this up for 9 o'clock then, so you can go home and get something hot to eat.
Yeah, we'll see. I got my coffee cup here from Bent Arrow. Let me just
Oh,
put it here.
bless.
One of the
Oh,
guys here, and
well,
yeah,
what did you have to do to get that off them? What did you have to do?
for Bent Arrow.
Yeah.
Oh
To get
no, Bent Arrow. I've done some work with them in the past, but I was working on some stuff for Black History Month.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's a nice mug. That's a nice
it is a very nice mug. Yeah,
yeah.
but we're already working on Black History Month 2026. So
That's brilliant. You start early. Are you working with Carrie West or you're working with I know you're
NBC,
affiliated.
NBCC and Joy and them. So yeah,
Okay,
but
so
yeah,
that
you gotta plan these things months in advance. Otherwise,
it is true. It is
it
true.
doesn't work. So
I saw your friend. The guy gets me every time I see him.
who's that?
Nigel.
Oh,
And he knocks me off. I don't know why. It was his voice that knocked me off this
oh
time.
really?
It was at the City Mall, Edmonton
Mm.
City Mall with Okama, and
Okay,
his
yeah.
band was playing a song that reminded me of my own childhood. And Okama dances.
Yeah.
The serenade was beautiful.
Was that today?
Oh no, this was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Okay.
I saw Nigel, anytime I see he's like a celebrity because he was just there doing his thing. And yeah,
Yeah.
you guys used to
No,
work together, right?
Nigel the MC.
Nigel, the MC, the guy's like an angel. He's a demon. He's so talented. Which is it?
There's nothing he can't do. Yeah. Once he
Exactly.
puts his mind to it, he can do it.
Yeah, I understand. He's also he's also like an artisan.
Yeah, he's a journeyman plumber.
Or
Yeah, he's very well educated. Actually, got multiple degrees. There's nothing he can't do.
Yeah, I figure. I've seen Nigel in different capacities. I was like, what is this now? And the song was so good. The song was so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now we're waiting for Malik and Rahim Jafar,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe Andrew Knack afterwards, and maybe even Funke. We don't know yet, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So,
I just pulled up the tracker here on CBC to see if anything's in yet. Nothing's in yet. In terms of no returns yet, but hopefully we should start seeing results coming in soon.
you think so?
Yeah.
I want to ask you about Andy. What was, bless his heart?
I get his passion for the city. I do. I could see that he's passionate about wanting to make Edmonton better.
Yeah.
hopefully, he's able to, get through to the powers that be to say, hey, here are some ideas that you need to listen to.
The CBC website that you mentioned, do you think maybe we can share that? So let's try to share the tracker.
Oh, I'm not on CBC. I'm on City of Edmonton. But let me see if I can share it.
I've got no, actually, I've got it here, right here. Let me see. Let me see if I can share my screen. If this is what, what have I done? Producer, what have I done? Madam,
I'm still here. I'm still here.
too, but I've done something. I can't see myself. Oh, cancel. All right, so we didn't prep this, so let's just make sure I don't have anything on the coming on that screen.
Oh, geez. I'm like, so what are you buying on Temu?
Let's just make sure my screen is.
Why is your Amazon shopping cart loaded with candy and
City of Edmonton. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna share my screen now. So did you say you were gonna go into politics yourself? Are you high in the provincial one or the okay, can share my screen now.
I don't know yet. I'm still kind of surveying the landscape and seeing how things work and but I am interested in it at some point. I just don't know if how much people are ready to see me burn the walls down.
You're really going to burn the walls down.
Oh yes, it'll be scorched earth. It'll be it would really be scorched earth. Like I don't play nice in politics. I'm in it to.
No, you're a gentleman, really. You say you don't play nice, but I think you just be fair like everybody else. Like I don't know if the electorate is looking for aggressive or aggression or that. What you think?
Well, there's different kinds of aggression. So like you showed like you're a fan of Zoran Mandani. Like he's incredibly aggressive, but it's the type of an aggression that people can resonate with, right?
Yeah.
And so that's people want original ideas. They don't want the same old same old. It's like give me something new that I haven't heard of or haven't thought of before. Like
a lot of new ideas as well. I don't quite agree with free transportation across New York, though. I don't know how that will work, but
yeah, it's a bold idea, though, right? That's the thing. Like it's you gotta come up with something different, and maybe it doesn't work, or maybe in trying to figure it out, you find something in between that might work, but you gotta like have something new for people.
Yeah.
Give people something different.
Okay. So I've got two things going on. Do you know this guy, Dave Alberta? I follow him on Dave Kunoyer. I follow him on Substack, and he's just shared something. And this is from Taproot Edmonton. Taproot is let me share this. No, this is not what Dave shared. Okay, let me stop sharing and then. So Dave has just shared this thing from Taproot where we can follow the elections and is Edmonton Taproot votes. So I'm gonna copy that and share so we can follow along into places. You know the people over at Taproot, right?
I've never dealt with them directly. I mean, we know of each other, but we've never
Really?
Yeah, we know of each other, but we've never had a reason to really interact on any deep level.
Okay. Well, I know them. They're good people. It's just that I struggle. Okay, I got it. Let me share my screen now. This is what Dave Cove. Oh God, forgive me, Dave Alberta. That's what is best known as. This is what Dave Alberta is sharing.
Yeah, I mean, Taproot is an amazing local media.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they're amazing. They do great work.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Dave.
Yeah. So voter turnout this year, they were saying was over 600,000 people.
Oh, really? Where are you getting that?
Unofficial results at the very top.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
Well,
wow. Is that good?
oh, that's pretty good actually. That's I'll be curious. So what was the voter turnout the last time?
I don't know. We'll have to Google that. Voting
Yeah,
station
let me.
closed. This page will refresh automatically.
Yeah, let me. So let me just see here. If I go to the Google machine,
Okay.
Edmonton election.
Oh, so we're doing the words. Okay. Okay, not bad.
Hmm.
Oh, it's gonna be a long night. It's
Oh
eight.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's gonna probably take them a while to tally everything up, but
Let's talk about P. Sewin. P. He's Sewin. Um, can you see the screen? We got Jackie Louis, Rupesh Patel,
hmm.
Sarah Awata, Larry
Hmm.
Langley. Who are you feeling? Michael Elliott. All right. I think Michael Elliott is with Better Party. Better
You know, I honestly don't know any of the guys outside of
Sarah.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
mm,
So in 2021,
yeah.
eligible voters was 629,000,
629.
but the turnout was 236,000
Oh,
that turned out. So I think the top route, what's he's doing, what the number he's got there is number of eligible voters.
we don't know how many of these eligible voters came out to vote.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So the voter base is bigger than it was last time.
It certainly has increased.
Yeah, it's increased by about 40,000 people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what how many people actually turned out.
And that's what we're going to find out. Right now, we're waiting for Malik Chukudi. We're waiting for Rahim Jafar. We're waiting on a couple of candidates to pop in. And let's see how they do it tonight.
Well,
Election.
I mean, I'm sure some of these guys are knee deep in the watch parties right now.
Yeah. Yeah. What I don't get is if they say election results are coming out tomorrow and
Mm,
people are actually going to, like Jennifer was at a Pizza Express team, that's campaign headquarters for tonight.
yeah,
Like people are expecting to hear something tonight, definitely, right?
yeah. I mean, for the city council positions, it's probably a quicker tally than the mayor.
Okay. Okay.
So depending on the voter turnout as well. Like if it's a very high turnout, then it's going to take a while to.
Is this page what you were showing me earlier?
Which page?
This one. Is this what you were looking at yourself, the City of Edmonton thing? Is this what
Yes.
you're looking at?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was looking at earlier. Yeah.
Has there been, in your opinion, any more candidates than this for mayor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Like this is crowded.
Um, it's not just that it's crowded. I mean, I think like some of the candidates I've come across weren't really running to win, which I have a problem with.
Okay.
It's like if you're running, you run to win. Um, and if you're not running to win,
So which of these candidates would you say we're not running to win?
oh, I'm not going to call names, but they know themselves.
I'll
Uh,
help start Andy.
yeah,
Andy.
I'm not gonna embarrass them like that.
So,
But there's a lot of guys that it's like wouldn't you be better served supporting and pushing somebody that's in it to win as opposed to being in it for a name or for clout or because you can see the inauthenticity in when you talk to different people. It's like, well, why are you here?
Yeah.
Or if you have nothing important to add to the conversation.
What I think tonight is that we're gonna be in for a shock.
Maybe.
I think for who's gonna be mayor, we're gonna be in for a shock because everybody's expecting um either Andrew Knack,
Mm.
Cartmel, or Michael Walters.
Yeah, those are the three thoroughbreds in this race that people are getting behind. But some of these other guys have spent a ton of time and effort and money in getting it out there, their names out there. So yeah, there could be a surprise or two.
Okay, so if you were to look at all these names, for example, let's assume you met only tomorrow or
Mm.
Vanessa Denman, what would you say to them tomorrow?
To who?
Let's start with Olney. What would be either your words for the future, your words of comfort, or words of advice for either Vanessa Denman or Olney Tugwell?
I mean, Tugwell. I mean, he's very, very, very green.
Mm,
Like very green.
yeah.
Um, uh, you know, I'd hope that he would see this as a learning experience.
Mm,
And if he wants to do it again, to take what he's learned and apply what you've learned.
mm.
So that's what I would say to him. It's like it's like get from him. Hey, what did you learn?
Right. For Tugwell, do you think this would help his career? Is a probation officer in any way? Is that why you think he did this to get ahead
I
work if he's this
I,
green?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of guys, like I said, a lot of people on this list were probably running for their own particular reasons as opposed to trying to win. Um, but the key thing, for any election, winning an election there are two things you need: money and name recognition.
Mm, mm.
Um, and if you don't have either one, it's a massive hill to climb.
Yeah.
You need that name recognition. You need people talking about you, knowing who you are before the election even rolls around.
Mm,
So like running for office is not it's not a 6 month thing. It's literally like a 4 year mission. Like if you're going to run in the next election, you have to start laying down your groundwork tomorrow.
right now. Right
Yeah.
now. One person we've not spoken about tonight is Mayor Soe.
Mm.
Did he impress you the last 4 years? Did he bring anti-racism change? Do you feel the city move forward?
I mean, I think people misunderstand the role of the mayor when
Mm,
they're judging the mayor.
mm,
Like Mayor Sohi, yes, he did put a number of things forth on the table. But at the end of the day, the power lies with city administration. They execute, they make policy, they determine how policy is executed or unfolded. So it's, you know, did he have a strong grip on city administration? Probably not as strong as it should have been. But he did the best, I think, with the hand he was dealt with.
You don't sound too impressed with Mayor Sohi.
No, I mean he did some good things. He did some
Like
good
what?
things. Well, like like
No.
for the black community in particular, he put the multicultural center back on the agenda because it was put on the back burner.
So far, is that for Africa Center, the
Hmm.
AFDC?
Yeah, so he put it back on the table and really pushed that through. He's always been a big supporter of the Caribbean community.
Yeah.
Long before he ran for mayor, right? So but like I said, he did the best with what got dealt with. He was also a mayor coming out of
So
COVID.
you're saying it wasn't a game changer the last 4 years? I mean,
Well, it's hard to judge because he was a mayor coming out of COVID. He got handed the ball coming out of a pandemic.
yeah.
So it's you
And
know
all the candidates can also say they were candidates coming out of COVID. That's a
well, not
pass
now.
for Jans. That's a pass for all of them.
It's a pass for all of them, but we're talking about back in 2021. When Mayor Sohi was elected, so he was in the thick of the pandemic, and so
Wow.
that's a really difficult hand to be dealt with. So it's really hard to say if someone was truly how successful they could have been, because that's not many people could steer a city or anything during that time frame. Priorities change. How
Yes.
you spend the money changes.
Yeah.
There's a lot that he had to deal with that previous mayors didn't have to deal with.
Okay, was Don Iverson before? What did he have to do with that? And I think maybe you're giving him a sketchy pass, an easy pass. Like,
Who, Iverson, or you mean Sohi?
yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
think
say an easy. I wouldn't say an easy pass. I would just say that it would have been interesting if he ran for a second term, and then
oh,
you could kind of judge him coming out of, okay,
well,
you
you
have
can't
no.
judge him. Is my point. You
Hmm?
must still judge. You must still judge the administration, because I got the main bone I have is the rate of property taxes.
Mm.
Is the way they went all about that.
Yeah, but see, I don't think any of us truly understand what's gone on with it, because
Mhm.
during COVID, I believe they froze property taxes,
Mm.
if I'm not mistaken.
I don't-
And so then coming out of it, you have to they're trying to recapture that money that they lost for like 2.5, 3 years. The problem is we don't know how it's calculated, and people don't see the full value for the money. Like, if people see value for their money, no one's ever going to complain. But then also there are factors beyond that he can't control. So, for example, property taxes, yes, has gone up, but wages have not gone up,
No,
right?
no,
He can't
no.
control that. So that's a bigger conversation. So, like, if wages were going up faster than the rate of increase of property tax, nobody would even bat an eye.
Okay, Greg, let's stay on wages for a second.
Mhm.
So when I got to the city in 2018, people were working 2, 3 jobs to make ends meet. As a matter of fact, just thinking about it now, Edmonton has always had such low wages that people work 2, 3 jobs to make their ends meet.
Mhm.
I remember then I was part of a conversation for someone taking a job, and they were offering 2,500. Now, fast track to 7
2,500.
a
Uh,
month, a month.
oh, okay. Well,
That's what they were offering in 2018.
hmm.
Okay. Now, fast track to 2025, people are still earning 2,500 a month in this city. People are
Yeah,
earning $3,000 a month, $3,000, which is not enough for anything.
it's
So
not enough. And property taxes still go up, rent still goes up.
yeah, and Edmonton has always been a chronically poor paid wage city where the poor are meant to remain poor
Mhm.
and those who advance, advance. And it's just dawning on me that that's the way the city is set up.
Not just Edmonton, a lot of that's a national problem, right?
Is it?
So, oh yeah, it's a huge systemic argument. But that is beyond the scope of a mayor. The mayor can't control that. Those are you're talking about, increase the minimum wage, which is a provincial conversation and a federal government conversation. You're talking about, unions and collective bargaining agreements, which is again beyond the scope of the mayor. So
Hmm.
it's, so like when you say when people complain about, say, property tax, you have to have like there's nuance to the whole conversation because, okay, would it be a big deal if wages on a whole was increasing at a rate faster than your property tax was going up, or that your rent was going up? You know, like how do you control and stop what they call like there are these corporations now that are going around every major city in Canada and buying homes and turning them into single rental units and artificially inflating the value and the rate, the cost of rent.
Mm.
You know, so like, how do you control those things?
Mm.
And those are things that are kind of outside the scope of the mayor's office. There's not much he could do about those things.
Yeah.
But you know, you have to like bring those things into context and say, okay, well, is there anything that in the mayor's toolbox that he could maybe do to offset on a municipal level? I don't know. I haven't seen what's in that toolbox. You know, but it's hard to say because, you know, like I said, if wages don't go up, then yeah, rent and property taxes increase is going to be a problem.
Mm. I mean, well, yeah, and I also know you're not here as a spokesperson for the mayor for this, for this group. And again, we're not privy to a lot of the things they know.
Yeah.
Not privy to a lot of the reports, but a lot of people were really angry this time around with the increase in property taxes. They were angry with the infill which debate, which Mr. Tim Cartmel could not show up for. They have been livid at the bike lane problems
Yeah.
and so many issues that maybe council did not do a good job in communicating with people about.
Maybe, but you see, look at the infill conversation, right? The part of the conversation that nobody talks about is
Yeah.
what I alluded to earlier. There are private equity companies that are moving in and purchasing these homes and then turning them into these commercial spaces. And so maybe what the mayor's office and the city council can control is, well, how do we restrict the zoning to control and contain what these private equity companies are doing? Because they're literally killing the, you know, the wealth and the generational wealth of a lot of families. Literally. Like, and a lot of people, the average consumer doesn't even know it. So like if you're on YouTube or any social channels, you probably have seen ads for, you're selling a home in Edmonton and we'll make it easy for you, but we'll make you an offer and that will make everything smooth and you can easily sell your home. I don't know if you've seen those ads.
I have, yeah.
Those are private equity companies that are moving in, purchasing people's homes, and then, you know, flipping them as infills or family rental units at insanely high prices.
Mm.
So, you know, those are all things that need to be addressed in order to fix the bigger, say, the one issue of property taxes.
The way you, well, fair enough. It's it's a big problem.
It's much bigger.
And
right?
yeah, I guess so. And it's also that, does the city earn enough to, I mean, without property taxes, do they earn enough to provide the services? Are we getting enough for the services we?
Yeah, what's the value proposition?
Yeah.
You know, like there are, you know, ways and ideas that exist to tackle these problems.
Yeah.
That are definitely outside the box that have never really been tackled in Canada that I've seen. You know, which is also why it's important to have these diversity in voices and different people with backgrounds and different experiences to bring those to the table for conversations at City Hall. But yeah, the some of those issues are much bigger than council, much bigger than the mayor's office, much bigger than city administration. You know, and it's just a matter of, okay, what is in your toolkit that can help you to,
You know, we were at this event with Sam Juro on
Mm.
Friday, and he said he went to City Hall
Mm.
to have some sort of a talk about an issue was particular about, and it was just him and Finky there.
Mm.
So engagement maybe is also a problem. When people are not engaged, how do we know what's going on?
Yeah.
But as a media person, one of the reasons why we were at that event was funding for alternative media.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how much of council work can you do as media when all of it, as Franklin said, is unpaid? It's just free,
Yeah, and this is a question actually I raised in
you know.
one of the debates I was moderating. I actually raised that question. I believe it was with Joanne Wright's group, and her and Mr. Condola had really interest. They had really interesting takes on it.
Malik is there. Let's
Oh, hey, how's it going, Malik?
and
I'm
talk to
doing good, brother.
Malik. You said you were going to a party tonight. You're not at a party now. Where are you at?
It's still early. What are you talking about? It's only
It's too
8 o'clock.
early
It's only
because
9 o'clock.
I called the guys, they were still at home. So I said, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 9 o'clock. It's still early.
Yeah, it's still 9 o'clock. And
Party doesn't start till 12.
Oh no.
yeah, in 2021, I think
Midnight.
we were there till 11, 12
Before you heard anything.
before we heard something. Yeah. And we were there like 7 o'clock, and we sat there. We were so bored, we didn't know what to do.
Greg and I have been hashing it out for the last hour.
Yeah.
It is boring. How long do we have you for, Malik? How long can you stay for?
I don't know, 10 minutes.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. Yeah. It's a process. It's, you know, until you get into it, you never understood how difficult it is, stressful, and especially when the odds are stacked against you. And it's not about money. It's not about even because, Michael Oshry in 2021 spent more than $500,000. Kim Crucial and Cheryl Watson and so many other guys who are, I think one of the guys that own a mattress stores. So it's a wealthy white guy, he jumped in the race. So I don't think it's just about money alone. Money will help you, but I think you gotta the starting movers and shakers in Edmonton. I call them the king makers. They're the ones that anoint you. Then you know you're on the right path. Like Stephen Mandel, Don Iverson, and Amajit Sohi, and also some of the old Edmonton families that are behind the scenes that pull the strings and no one even see or talk about. So it was when I realized these are some of the things that is involved. I was like, all right, well, if I knew that, I should, because we have a tale of two cities now. We have incumbents who are supported by the establishment, the old guards, and they have wealthy political donors. For Andrew Knack, he got the city of Edmonton, they got the NDP, and then the African Center, or what have you. Then you have Tim, have the developers and builders and UCP guys behind him. So, and you got to have these guys and Chamber of Commerce and the mainstream media like CBC and CTV. It's almost like from the beginning, they've made up their mind. Once we start the election and the debate, we draw the line here. These are the three candidates that are serious, that we should pay attention to. Everybody else here is, don't waste your time. It doesn't even matter. And unfortunately, that creates so much resentment and frustration among voters who were not too happy because they didn't want to vote for the incumbents. But the incumbents, they got the money, they got the power behind them. So, but if somebody were to run for office next time and ask me for an advice, I'll make sure that they know these things before they get into it. Because it's not really what you know, because if they really cared about what we know, I worked for the city of Edmonton 14 years. I know Tim, I know Andrew Knack, I work with these guys, we sit in the meetings. I know Don Iverson, I know all these guys, and I know what they don't know, but they're counselors. That was probably what I should have done. I should have run as a counselor. Maybe that could have put me in front of the developers and builders and in front of the media. They recognize your name, they say name recognition. I probably would have followed that path. So, because one-on-one, having a debate about what needs to be done here in city of Edmonton, whether fiscal responsibility, spending on the LRT, spending money we don't have, and the money we borrowed, we don't seem to put it where it belongs, which is to support the vulnerable, help homeless issues, and help seniors, and also those on low income earners and those on disability, and also fix our potholes and public safety and stuff like that. I think we should have used the over $15 billion we already throw into the LRT to facilitate and make the bus routes much efficient and much better, and also upgrade the transit route, and also help reduce the cost for seniors. And yeah.
Malik.
So Malik, what do you think is going to take for a black candidate to maybe break through that wall?
It's for if the black community, Afro Caribbean community is divided, very selfish minded on the African side, where it's you have the Africans and it's all about me, me, me. They came here with the same mentality. I'm from Ghana, I'm from Congo. Why will I support Malik? Why will I support this guy? He's a Jamaican. We got that internal problems, and white people know, because they go there, they talk to the African center guys. No, don't talk to Malik. Oh, don't talk to Brian. Jamaican guy. No. We'll get you the votes. So they gave them the money. They support them. They go and meet with these African leaders and say, don't waste your time. This is our candidate. This is Andrew Knack. This is Mr. Walters. We do it ourselves. If you can be bought and paid for, they know we could be bought and paid for. They know that. When they don't know that, that's when people respect you. That when they come to us, they say, oh my God, now they have their own candidate running, which means every single person that calls themselves Afro-Caribbean is going to get behind that candidate and get behind that real candidate, get behind that counselors, or school trustees or what have you. The African American, it took quite a while for African Americans to finally get it. Now we're split again. A lot of black males supported Trump. A lot of black women predominantly votes for the Democratic Party. Now on TikTok and Instagram, on Facebook, I've started seeing black women too, especially well-educated and wealthy, moving towards the conservative side. Says we've been on this Democratic plantation. Biden and Barack Obama, it hasn't served us. So it just for us to, I don't know, we're so divided, and they won't tell you to your face. If they say, oh, brother, how are you doing? How is good? Great, go there, get what you do. We're going to support you. No. When I see the pictures, they have all the signs for Andrew Knack and everything. Then I was talking with Kadir. He is the president of one of the Somalian community. And we had a meeting with Jimmy Eady, who is also the president of the South Sudanese community. He said, I will never vote for Ahmedjit Sohi. We did everything we could do for him in 2021, even 2 a.m. in the morning. We worked our ass off for him, and he did nothing for the African community, for the Somalian community, with all our kids in jail, being arrested, and the ones that are shot dead by the police. No more. And Randy Boisno, He told me, he said, I swear on my mother's grave, I would do everything to make sure Randy Brosnan lost. So, and I'm thinking, why are you angry? It was more of a self-interest. What can he do for me? Not your community. What can he do for me, Kadir? What can he do for me, Jimmy? So, but we don't see ourselves as, blacks in general, whether you're from the Caribbean, African American, or even India, Pakistan, they have blacks. I've visited those places. Even the Philippines, they have blacks there. Especially as long as you have this color, you're a brother, will support you. But we have a lot of Judas Iscariot among us who will sell us for the highest bidder. That's what I noticed in this election.
Okay, interesting.
I'm just wondering, Malik, you sound like you've learned a thing or two.
Yes,
Like you've really matured.
yeah,
So I'm wondering, I kind of like the question that Greg asked. What's it going to take for Black
yeah.
community to
I
win?
love those kind of questions because that's what.
But my
Yeah,
question is,
yeah.
talk to us more about what happens next for you. Talk to us about
Um, a
some
lot
of
of parties have reached out to me. The Liberal Party, the Provincial Liberal Party, have reached out to me. Helen is the president of the Alberta Liberal Party. She had reached out to me to run as a leader of the Alberta Liberal Party, and I've been having a conversation with her every single day. And also the Alberta First Party had reached out. The UCP had reached out. Um, Billy Morin, whom Billy Morin had reached out, I guess, with the UCP party. He called me. I don't know how he got my number, but I never spoke to, former Chief Billy Morin, Free Nation. So so I mean, it is what it is. But my heart is more on the liberal side, man. Like I'm a black man. I care so much about social issues. Um, Someone asked me what party do I belong to. I said I don't know. I believe in fiscal reform because if you don't have the money, you cannot take care of the homeless. You cannot build more shelters. You cannot support small and medium-sized businesses. You cannot support the seniors and those who fall in between cracks, can't pay their rent and all that. We need money to do these things. Or when we carry all our money in one basket and put it on the LRT, it hurts those who we actually say we want to. This is our platform, the Liberal NDP, where our job is to help the working class. The working class, the struggling families, that's our people. Those that the UCP and the conservative says, unless you own a land, you own a farm, you're a millionaire in rural Alberta, you own a trucking business, all that. So these are people that we are for. Minorities, the LGBTQ community, trans community, everyone is welcomed. I believe in those things. And that's why I believe in fiscal reform, but I'm also socially progressive. And I believe in individual freedom. I don't believe government has to come into your bedroom and get involved in whether you're gay or lesbian. It's none of their freaking business. And also, I believe in limited government because in the city of Edmonton, we have a lot of bureaucrats there. Most of them are paid anywhere between $600 to $1 million per year. The EPCO CEO is paid $2.9 million a year. So I mean, make sense. And we're running, we're in debt, $4.4 billion. We're running a $73 million deficit. That is money we have to pay back. And we are paying $1.5 million per day. Tomorrow, the city of Edmonton will pay $1.5 million to the debt that we borrowed. So the more money we borrow, the more debt we dig ourselves into the hole. Because I was talking to Andrew Knack. I was on my knees. I said, Andrew, if you win this election, promise me you'll fix homeless issues. It's something that, He said, yes. I said, well, Andrew, you haven't done it in 12 years. I love you, my brother. But
Yeah, but yeah, but I mean, some of those things T and I were talking before are kind of beyond and outside the scope of the mayor. Like
100%, yeah, yeah.
So it's like when I think the electorate really needs a better understanding of what is the mayor's job, what does the mayor do, and then from the perspective of the Black community,
yes,
and running for power office.
yeah,
On the provincial level here in Alberta, quite honestly, the focus should be getting a seat at the table.
yes.
I mean, it shouldn't be about, because there are black people that are conservative.
100%, yeah.
There are black folk that are liberal.
No
But
doubt, yeah.
the most important thing is we currently don't have a seat at the table.
Yes.
A lot of people have mixed feelings about Casey Madu, but the fact of the matter is, when he was there, we had a seat at the table.
Yeah.
And if you look at the administrative setup of the current, GOA, he has his fingerprints all over having black folks in position of influence.
Without doubt.
So it's a seat at the table. It's like, how do we get a seat at the table? I don't care what party you represent. We need to be at the table.
That's the reason why, we need to sit at the table. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I ran in the first place, because within the city of Edmonton, every single year, especially around April, they bring out the budget, the capital budget. Okay, and I see a lot of white folks on the table with about $3-4 billion sitting on the table. This Standard General get to build this 156th Street and this construction, Stony Plain Road, and this company takes care of this. Then for the longest time, I saw only whites. Then now I start to see East Indians. Since Sohi came in, I started to see East Indians. Before, the only minority there was a Lebanese guy who owns a huge auction here in Edmonton. Sam Osman. He has the sole contract to snow removal city of Edmonton. But when Sohi became the mayor, Sohi canceled the contract, kicked him out, and gave the contract to an East Indian guy that doesn't even have a skid steer or a shovel, nothing. So the guy took the contract and went to the same guy, said, I need you to help me do this job. So they look after themselves. And I told in 2021, I said, we don't have a seat at the table. We build houses here, we buy houses here, we get married, we raise our kids here, we pay our fair share of taxes, but we don't get anything in return. So until we have a seat at the table, it doesn't mean nothing. That was the main reason. There's no other reason why I'm running for office. There's no reason why. That's one single reason I'm running for office, for us to have a seat at the table.
Cool. Well, I mean, hey, listen, hopefully, you can take the learnings of this run.
Absolutely.
And tomorrow you start a new race. Or that race could be in the council or it could be somewhere else. But yeah, that's.
Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot, and I also want the Black thing to bring our people together is one that, with everything I thought I knew in life, that one thing is one that's bigger than.
Yeah, that requires that's a heavy lift.
That's a heavy lift.
It's a heavy lift that no one can do by themselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go on. I spoke to the UCP guys. I spoke to Daniel Smith, because Daniel Smith was kind of upset that Blacks predominantly vote Liberal NDP, and she has this tone on her voice like she will punish us or whatever. I think she's angry with Edmonton in general, because we don't have any seats. We had 20 ridings here in Edmonton. There's no UCP riding here. So I said to her, why are you gonna be mad at us? It got nothing to do with us. Put your money where your mouth is. Bring that money here into our community. T, you're in social media, Greg is social media. Meet these guys. These are the powerhouse in our community. Go to their shows.
I've interviewed Daniel. I've interviewed Premier Smith.
Yeah.
And we had a great time. We had a town hall conversation with the Caribbean community.
Yeah.
And she learned a few things. We learned a few things. I actually loved the Daniel Smith I met. I was like, she's not who I envisioned her. I will say that to everyone. Like I had okay, this is who she is, and then we're chatting, and I'm like, this is not the person. Okay, that's cool. Let's roll with it. Let's have some fun. And she had a blast. She had a blast. I had a blast.
Very extremely intelligent. Yeah.
No, I mean, more than that. I mean, her personality is not what you think it is.
No, she's down to earth.
Yeah.
She's down to earth. She's not cocky at all. And yeah, when she was running for office, she called me. She says, "Hey, let's meet." We met a couple of times. I introduced Matthew Altheims to become her campaign manager here in Edmonton. I introduced Matthew to her, and I've always had a very good personal relationship with Smith ever then. Most of the ministers are friends of mine. We text each other. This election, I got text from Brian Jean and Todd Lowe and all the UCP guys wishing me all the best, in the campaign. I have a good relationship with the UCP party. And also, I know Nancy. Nancy sent me a text as well, So, I mean, it is what it is, but I care about our people, I want us to break free just the way East Indians and Chinese and Lebanese and Arabs on the north was able to break free, be able to do for ourselves, do our own thing, and so I don't know. That's one thing I don't have answers to. So I'll keep fighting. If I ever get a seat somewhere else, whether it's in the Conservative Party or the Alberta Liberal Party, maybe I could from there, push some plans and ideas for the Black community, to build a hall for the Black community, so we don't have to keep renting. If we have our own hall, you could have weddings and ceremonies and traditional stuff, and also the Caribbean culture and stuff we do for ourselves. From there we could build consensus where we stand like one block. So if the Liberal Party wants to come talk to us, these are the leaders in our community they have to meet. If the Conservative Party wants to come to us, and then we lay on the table, this is what we need. This is what we support. We need 3 or 4 guys to run for office on a platform on your party to help them get elected. We'll play on our own part. You play your own part, because we want to see our own people represented in government. And we have very highly educated people here who are qualified in either healthcare or in education in any way, form, or shape. And they're here, and they could say, okay, fine. It's not hard to ask. I remember when I was hanging out with Jason Kinney, and we had a meeting with the Somalian community on the north side, and one of their demand was that they don't want their kids going to school with the white kids anymore, because they want to preserve their culture, their Islamic culture, and they want Kenny to help them build an Islamic school. And Kenny promised them that and said, yeah, if that's all it takes, your demand to get your votes, I'll do it, no problem. So I want Black community to be able to not just, say African Center and all these people say, oh, guys, vote for Liberal NDP. What are we getting out of it? Anyone could call me selfish all they want, but at the end of the day, money talks, bullshit works. We need our people out there and folks to represent us. I know Casey Madu very well. We hang out, we travel together, we stayed in the hotel together. I've been at the AGM in Calgary. I've traveled with him. Called me one morning, said he's going to Fort McMurray. There's a Nigerian guy who was running against Brian Jean, and he wanted us to give him a support to defeat Brian Jean at the time. So we went up there. I know the Indian chief there, Chief Adam. So I introduced him to Chief Adam because when they had the flood over there, the city of Edmonton sent some of us to go there and help them out. So that's how I met the chief. Yeah. So I work with anybody that's willing to help the Black community.
Cool.
Malik, I was just wondering, just listening to you, what I'm hearing is you do not think you win. And
I don't know. I don't. I think if I put myself in that headspace, that's a lot of pressure to put on. But also, I'm a realist. You know, I'm a Gemini. I'm very optimistic, but at the same time, I'm old enough, you know, be through stuff in life to realize that, yeah, nobody knows. You know, Tim. I spoke to Tim this morning. He doesn't know if he's going to win. Actually, he's stressed out. You know, I spoke to Andrew Nack. Yeah, Andrew Nack is the only one that actually seemed to have the confidence that he's going to win. Everybody else is stressed out. Tim is stressed out. What Michael is stressed out. Raheem invited me to come to his office at 7:00. I wasn't able to go. When I sent him a text saying I wouldn't be able to be there. Raheem is stressed out. I spoke to Omar Muhammad. You know, Omar is stressed out. So I don't think anybody feel that they're gonna win. They believe it could go either way. Actually, the only two people actually think they could win is only Andrew and Tim. But there could be a sleeper among us. You know, people are angry. You know, even to the day of the election, 21% of 51% of Edmontonians are still undecided. I mean, you know, like what does that tell you? We're not happy with incumbents. If they were happy with Andrew Nack would have run away with this long time, like 2 weeks ago. If they were happy with Tim, Tim would have run away with this, you know, 2 weeks ago. But people are like, no, you guys have been in council. We haven't seen anything done. Don't build a consensus with Daniel Smith. Work with AHLs to provide mental health here in Edmonton and help with the homeless issues, also with the federal help. We need both federal, provincial help to deal with homeless issues here. You know, it's happening in our backyard. It's in our backyard. We have to go there with a plan saying we have the plan, we have what it's going to cost. So once, if you could facilitate and help us with this amount of money, we will get it done so that we could move business downtown and also help situate the homeless issue, homeless people, and get things done in everything. But I mean, we've been kicking the can down the road for so long.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think T's got another guest lined up to come in a bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna let you go, Malik. Thank you so much. I appreciate your.
All right, man. Well, enjoy the party tonight.
I appreciate your.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Thank you. Okay, ciao.
All right. Ciao.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Ciao.
you, ciao.
Right. So Dave Alberta is tweeting that Calgary results are out. It looks like Gondek may be given a second term. This is Dave Kunoyer.
Oh, in Calgary?
Yeah, in Calgary. It says the results are trickling very, very slowly. Gondek is at 237. Farkas, the favorite, is 217. Sharp is at 172. Davison 107 and Thurston 85. Let's go Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays want something as well. But it's looking like he's a Gondek. Gondek may just win it.
Okay, cool. Well, good for Calgary. Go Oilers. No Flames.
Go Oilers.
No Flames.
What is this saying? I just went on the CBC website. What's
Can I give you a bit of a more breaking news update?
Yeah, go on. What I just said is wrong. Farkas is leading in Calgary.
Well, I got some actually breaking news for those that are listening.
Yeah, go on. Where are you getting it from? Go on.
The Toronto Blue Jays are going to the World Series.
New York.
Can I get a hallelujah and an amen from the choir? Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
First time since 1992, 1993.
Okay, tell us a bit more.
The Blue Jays?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the Toronto Blue Jays won back-to-back World Series in the early 1990s. And due to a baseball players union strike, the year after they went back-to-back, they weren't able to three-peat.
Yeah.
But since then, they have not been back to the World Series. And they just beat the Seattle Mariners 4-3 in Game 7, and are going to face the LA Dodgers for the World Series of baseball.
Go Blue Jays.
Go Jays, go.
Go Blue Jays.
Yeah, the Blue Jays are, yeah. And it was a really good game, tight game. They won 4-3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a very, very tight game. Basically, this was a battle of pitching.
Yeah.
And the Jays were able to kind of just eke it out a little bit.
I can see that.
So go Jays, go. And they went all hands on deck. They basically brought out the starting pitcher. they played two starting pitchers, two high leverage guys, and the closer. Oh yeah, they weren't playing around. Oh yeah, they weren't playing around. They got the 1-run lead and then brought in the big guns and shut it down.
Awesome. Oh wow. Oh wow. So I got an update at 9:30. We got Chris Chukwuma, president of the Nigerians, talking about Black participation. I've been texting Omar Mohammed and Rahim Jaffa, and I've not heard anything substantial. So I think
they're probably busy right now. I mean, the whole idea of like
election night.
The only way I see, a really successful surge of Black candidates, is now I have high hopes on Funke winning. I think she's the closest. I think she's the closest to the throne that we've seen in Edmonton. But there needs to be a coalition of candidates.
Yeah.
That can run the ticket up and down. And that's something that I think that's the only way to do it, to find success.
Yeah. It may well just be Funke, because I don't know. John
well, no, she's got the closest, she's got the best opportunity to break that glass ceiling of no Black representation in City Hall. I think she's the strongest.
Someone saying because this last council didn't do well and there were a bunch of ethnic minorities, the electorate might not give Black folk another chance. They had Sohi, they had Jennifer Rice, they had minorities, and nothing much came out.
Yeah, but they didn't have a Black person out there. They had everybody else except us.
Yeah, well, true.
Right? And someone like Funke and even Sarah, they transcend the Black community in terms of their approach. So they're the two strongest candidates from our community in this run.
What about Joseph Nogodo? He was on the show tonight. Do you know him? Nakoda?
I know of him, but he's not on the same level as
Nakoda is.
Yeah, he's not on the same recognition level as those two. And Malik said it best, like the Black community is fragmented in Edmonton.
Yeah.
But you need a candidate that transcends, can walk into any room, any community, and be like, "Hey, I'm here. Let's do this thing."
And it's not gonna happen. It didn't happen 4 years ago. What are the chances it's gonna happen now?
Oh no, there are people out there that can walk into any room and be like, "I'm here." Trust me, there are people out there that transcend. It doesn't matter what division of what branch of the African nations you're from, or the Caribbean, or historically Black Canadian communities. There are people out there that can walk into any of those 3 room settings and steal the show.
I could give me an example.
I'm not going to say their names. I'm not going to say their names. I was just going to put too much pressure on them, and then they'll be getting called. Hey, I heard that. No, let's not do that. But they exist. They exist, and that's
Last
And
time around, we had a decent plate of black candidates, and not one of them won, not one. So we'll see this time.
decent, or they may be decent, but do they have the recognition? Do they have the trust?
I don't know.
Right.
Because
So
a
that's the
lot of
problem.
them disappeared last year.
Yeah, but if you don't have the name recognition and the trust, then what are we doing?
I'm not sure.
That's why I said, like, for the next election down the road, that path starts tomorrow.
Right now. Right now.
Like, you can't show up the year out and be like, "Hey, I'm here." It's not going to work. It starts to.
Only Tugwell. You gotta be putting little steps. And even with little steps, you heard what Malik said. Some of the candidates had $80,000. 80,000.
But
That's what they put
that's
towards
what
the,
you need to run for city council, though.
like, that's a lot of money. You're remortgaging. Okay, well, maybe savings. Yeah. Some of us are just not there.
Well, no, some of them. I mean, your fundraising is what's important. So you have to have the fundraising machine. You have to have that mechanism.
But it's a lot to have. It's also not a walk in the park to
No,
have 60,000 to play around, because it's a gamble.
it
You
is a
could put
gamble.
120 down and come back with zero.
But that's also why I think the coalition approach is what will work.
Yeah.
If there was an alliance that could be formed and the alliance moves as a block,
Yeah.
that I think gets you over the hill.
It's not possible within the black community. We're just too bloody competitive.
No, it's very possible. I know it's possible.
Okay.
I,
How?
I am confident it's very possible.
Yeah, well, maybe within the Caribbeans, how in the wider black community. So, what nationality of black are we talking about? From Trinidad and Tobago, from
No,
islands or
it takes it takes the right group of people
okay,
that,
to support.
yeah, to transcend those things of where you're from, right? And there are people that have that trust in the community. So they're out there.
I don't know. I'm not seeing it, but if you say so, I believe. But let's see tonight. It's what I'm thinking is, if voter turnout is good,
Mm.
and I was reading on David Better's Substack that in some wards there was a long wait. People were
Mhm.
waiting 45 minutes
That's
in the
good.
in North Edmonton wards. And that's what he's saying. If indeed that is true,
Mm.
and we may see an upset tonight.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah, some people are saying there were long lines today. Some were saying it took an excess of. If you're on Substack, you can also see what I'm saying. That's just what is in the comments.
Hmm.
Long wait, people waiting. So here, a lot of people came out, but we don't know if that cuts across the whole of Edmonton. We have Dr. Chris Chikuma, the president of the Nigerian Association, joining us in about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Should we take a small break? And then after him, maybe we wrap up.
Sure.
I've sent multiple text messages to Rahim, Umar. No one is responding. I don't know. I don't know if it's what waiting for them, or we should just, you know, let them be.
No, let them be. Let them be. They got a lot on their plate tonight. So
We should let them be and find something else to do. Okay, let's take a small break, and as we wait for Dr. Chris, and then after him, we can monitor, because it's nearly 10 o'clock and nothing yet.
yeah,
It's nearly 10 o'clock and nothing yet. It's gonna be a long night.
it's gonna be a long night for people.
It's gonna be a very long night.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back after this.
All right.
No, this is just um, oh, welcome back to Election Night 2025. I'm so grateful, Greg, that you're here. We have our final last guest, Dr. Chris Chukuma, and
That's
then
all
we're
good.
done. We've been at this since 7 o'clock, so we've done well.
Yeah, I was actually just catching the highlights of the Blue Jays game here. I was like, oh my. Whew.
Greg is still at work. He's not gone home. I feel so sorry. So we're gonna wrap this up after Dr. Chris.
That's okay. You can owe me a bottle of shochu or something.
I owe you. I do. Good evening, Dr. Chris. Have you met Greg?
Oh yeah.
Greg, you know Dr. Chris, Greg?
Oh yeah, we've spoken many times. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, many times.
Fantastic. Welcome to the show, sir.
I don't know if you can hear us.
Dr. Chris, can you hear us?
Thank you. It's kind of breaking off, so I couldn't hear a lot of the things you said, but
Madam.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So welcome to Election
Sure,
Night.
what the problem is.
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Cool. So we just wanted to get your thoughts in terms of the participation of our communities, of Black communities, in this election. What are your thoughts? You feel we came out strong? How do you feel we're doing on the radar of participation?
So let's. I'm not sure I can be able to say at this point. I just do know that those who I find passionate, I would say, I did see them come out. I wasn't out there for long because I had a lot of work-related commitment today. So, but from what from my short of, it seems to me like our people kind of came out. I just hope that they came out in the numbers that I was expecting and that I encouraged, and the association encouraged. That is what I have to keep my fingers crossed, about. But I'm generally, should I say, I'm impressed. I'm proud of both the Nigerians, Africans, and Caribbeans, that our involvement in this particular municipal election is a bit intriguing. Whether it's here in Edmonton, where we find Funke, doing the run and doing very strong run. I have a very strong hope that she's going to win. I hope so. Or it is in Fort Saskatchewan, where Gibbs, Ajibola, they call her Gibbs in her area there. Is running for mayor, who I also hope and strongly hope that she wins. Or
she's running for mayor now?
Where Simi is also running for. Yeah. Where Simi is running in Edri. There's quite a number of candidates that, we have in this municipal election that's making me feel good, very good.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard about Gibbs and an election in Fort Saskatchewan?
Not yet, but I'm keeping tab. Once I get anything, you'll probably be one of the first people I'll let know.
I'm also checking in now. So what I'm hearing is that the Black community is participating actively. We got Funke Lokude, we got Sarah Awata.
Yes.
We got Joseph Mugojo. We got several actually up and down. Malik was just here. Olni Togwell also running as a mayoral candidate. Would you say a lot of us came out though? A lot of us came out though today. Is that what you're hearing or seeing?
I would say so. For instance, in Edmonton, I I was closer, if you like, to the Funke Local Day campaign than any other person. And I think that's understandable. She's my predecessor. She's she's a, she's she's a very good friend. She's
no bias,
and
no bias,
no no bias, but basically I was closer there. But as the president of the Nigerian Canadian Association of Edmonton, and with all my efforts to connect with everybody that's the Black community in our region. Like you said, we had many candidates. Now, what that did for me is that it also gave opportunity. If you remember, I sent out a press release a week ago or 2 weeks ago, urging all Africans, Caribbeans, and Black community to please make sure that they come out and vote if they could not vote in the pre-election day votings, because by the day I think I wrote that message, it was basically a day to the close of, pre-voting, if you like. And I had said to them, look, this is not a political thing. We have to be very clear about this. It has nothing to do with politics. Now, it is true that when people run for office, they are termed politicians. But for us as a community, as the SCB community, this election is not about politics. It's about representation. It's about having our people on the table, because we are growing very, very fast as a community. We are becoming a major, force to reckon with in terms of population and the contributions we make to the region and to our cities and to and everywhere. That means that we also have to have people at the decision tables. That's what this election is all about, and that's what I said in that release that I did. And so my monitoring today has two fronts. The first one is to be sure that everybody that we said was contesting was still there, and I'm glad to say that yes, they were all still there, on the ballot. Everywhere. That's the first thing I had to check. The second one is how our people, our community people, will respond to them by coming out to vote for them. That I can't confirm what happened yet as we speak here. But I'm also saying that if I go by what I saw in the Funke Local Day corner, at least the volunteers came out. The people who wanted to help monitor the election came out. Those who wanted to help people to carry things and go here and there and do things, came out just to help. So that gives me hope that this must have happened everywhere else where we are represented.
And the cool thing about, the interesting thing about Funke's run is that it wasn't just Nigerians.
That's right. That's right.
She had.
It wasn't even just Black people, by the way. It wasn't just a SCB community. It was every race, every tribe, everybody was. I mean, when I went out to do door knocking with her team once, I didn't see many Nigerian people. I just saw everybody. That's everybody. Whether white, Black, Latinos, everybody was there. So yeah, you're right about that, Greg.
Oh, that's really good. That's really nice to hear that people, are coming out. People came out to support Funke Olukode and the rest of the Black candidates up and down the ballot. That's amazing. I was just wondering if you had any thoughts for, candidates who will not win tonight. We don't know they are just yet. I mean, as they go back to reflect and heal, what would be your thoughts for them?
So the first thing I say to people now, the first part of it is that our prayer is that all our candidates win. They've all worked very hard, whether it's Sarah or it's Funke or it's Ajibola or it's any one of them. They've actually worked very hard to get here. So our first prayer is that they win. But then back to your question. Look, losing election is some kind of a normal thing. It's not something isolated. It's not. Actually, most of the best politicians or best leaders we have in the world are the people who lost the election several times over. And again, perhaps it's not, I don't know whether it's it's a great example to bring somebody from the United States here, but at least for life lessons, Abraham Lincoln lost every election you could think of, from city to state to Senate, before he won the presidency.
Yeah.
So what I say to anybody who loses election is, it is an opportunity to start over more intelligently. Failure is actually an opportunity to start over more intelligently. And what I when I teach leadership, I call it failing forward. So I just would urge anyone who misses the mark tonight to actually fail forward. In other words, if you fall with your back, getting up is not very easy. If you fail forward, or if you fall forward, as it were, you have your hands immediately to spring you up. What that means is you're seeing what you did wrong, you're seeing where you stepped on, you're seeing, what you can do to improve where you are, and then you can move forward. And I would add that if anybody does not make it tonight, they should come back to the community. Let's talk. We have capacity building sessions. We have, elders who have gone through the roast before, one way or the other, who can, help them, get a grip on what they have, done wrong. It is not a do or die affair. It is a representation affair. If we don't have you as representing this time and we have another person, the next time that's coming in 4 years or so, we will have you there representing us, and it will be good.
Awesome. I like it.
Yeah, I do as well. I just sent you a text and you jumped in. I'm grateful for that. I reckon we should let you go, but I've got a final question. I don't know if Greg has any questions. So I'm thinking in terms of where you live in Leduc. Is that correct?
Yes.
Were there any Black candidates in White Leduc that put their names forward?
Oh yes, there was a massive scandal a
Really?
couple weeks ago on that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So there were more than one, and then the Nigerian among them had to withdraw, from the election earlier. And really, I haven't been able to speak to him to understand what happened that made him withdraw. But we have a lady that we are all rallying around. She was my first client. So in our own voting pattern in Leduc, that we vote like you vote your first choice, you vote a second choice, and vote a third choice. So if your first choice doesn't win, the most likely thing is your second choice wins. And all of that, because it's graded according to, how they came up from all candidates. So that in itself makes it, if you like, an easier thing for us here in Leduc. But to be honest, I think that the young lady Keisha is doing very, very well. I'm hoping that she wins, and then
Keisha Campbell.
Yeah.
She's an accountant. She's been around forever. She's an amazing accountant. It's strong community leader. Everyone knows Keisha. That's true.
So I'm hoping she's my first vote before any other person. I voted so I can talk about it. They said if you haven't voted, don't talk. That will be biasing people. But I voted already, so I can talk about it. But yeah, so that's for us in Leduc. I'm hoping that as we go forward, that because we now, to be honest, we have more people more racialized people in Leduc now. It's no longer what everybody used to think, about Leduc. No, it's not white Leduc any longer, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very mixed.
Very mixed community now. And people are actually, happy with, new people and all the other people coming up to join the race. And like I said, we were going to have more than one, but we ended up with one. So I'm hoping that she wins, and then we have representation there.
Okay, we'll be thinking about Team Kershaw for Lagos as we end our evening. Dr. Chris Chukwuma, you're the president of the Nigerians here in Edmonton. I want to say thank you. I feel so blessed tonight. I have like solid support as you're here, and I call you my dad. You're my number one. I also have Greg Davies here. He's been here since 7:45, and both of us are not being paid. And we'll be talking politics non-stop.
It's all right. I don't mind talking.
And Greg has not gone home. He hasn't had his dinner yet. So I'm just so deeply grateful for Greg and for you too, sir, for taking time out to join our live stream. As it's going to be a long night, we have to call it quits at some point. We have to let you go. So now is a beautiful time to say thank you so much for coming. And to our listeners, hope you join us sometime soon when we do this again. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Greg. All right. Have a good evening.
Thank
See
you,
you, Dr. Chris.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.